What up? Thank you guys, I appreciate you putting up with me there. Hi folks, welcome back to Bards of New York, the actual play D&D podcast where sometimes we actually play D&D. Somebody's whispering in the mist.
First to die.
Have been thinking about last week's session for 7 calendar days.
7 calendar days.
I don't know about you guys, but it's been occupying my brain space.
It's been a real problem. I've done nothing.
Yeah, Winter, I was watching the sort of the Vine compilation Bards reel that was posted today and yesterday.
So good.
And I just missed my cloak. I missed cosplaying, so I wanted to put my cloak back on.
He's also cold by the air conditioner.
Also so chilly, and this is a stylish sweater.
Wow, we're so sad for you.
It's lonely at the top.
I started to stop complaining and just put on a cape instead. That's my compromise. Hope all of you guys are grand. Thank you for joining us here today. If you were watching last session, or you've just come from binging your massive Spotify or YouTube binge session and have caught up to this episode now, hi, thank you for joining on the crazy ride, but also, we left off in a funky place. Absolutely nothing is stable or sane at the moment, so we're going to be jumping into the action soon enough.
Like, no.
Yeah, Bubbles, you want to speak on that? Right now, or do you want to save that for later in the session?
The artist formerly known as Bubbles.
The wizard formerly known as Bubbles.
Bugs.
Sorry? This is just a tribute. Okay. Where was I gonna go with that? Oh, before we get into the actual action of the session, any fun announcements here today?
We have 3 new stickers on the merch store. If you
Get
haven't
sticky.
looked, there's nothing's more sacred than a good party.
Great sticker.
There's Save Chat's husband
Great
with
sticker.
the color is very Twitch appropriate, I would say.
That like vibrant purple.
Yes. And then the final one, oh my god, my brain. Somebody help me. My brain just went bye-bye. I just took my ADHD.
It was-
medication.
I don't
We've
know.
got.
Chat, help me.
How's
Chat,
it been
Hydrate or Die Straight. That was the last sticker.
Die straight.
Hydrate or Die Straight with a tasteful rainbow and a little water droplet that you can put on your water bottle.
I really
the
like that.
rainbow.
But yeah, if you want those stickers, I'm really proud of them. They're fun. Yeah, that's it.
That's it?
Check out our merch.
Stickers.
Okay.
So good.
Well then,
So good.
I say let's not. Oh,
So it's not an announcement. You did ask if there were announcements. There's not an announcement.
but
There's a sponsorship. We
hit me.
are happily sponsored by Magic Mind. And you know,
Magic
This week-
mind.
instead of talking about the wonderful energy drink, the non-caffeinated energy drink that focuses on healthy ingredients to actually make your brain work better towards creativity, I'm not going to talk about it. My wife is. Rachel has been on a Magic Mind journey for 2 weeks now.
2 weeks.
She just started a new
Oh, shit, okay.
new job, and has been
Job.
having it daily. How has that been?
But here's why I know it's working, because I forgot to take it with me to work today, so I didn't have it today, and this afternoon I was like, I had like all these files across my desk, and I was like, I can't organize this at all, and I couldn't figure out what was different about my day. And it was that I didn't take my Magic Mind, so I started 2 weeks ago taking it after lunch, when I normally would have a second cup of coffee, but then I would get dehydrated and not drink enough water, because unlike the champions, I don't normally have 4 cups in front of me.
This seems like a dig.
No,
did that
I'm
come
just
from?
I'm
Unlike
just offering a contrast.
Yeah, unlike the champions.
She meant-
She usually
meant
doesn't
Champions
have the
League.
3 drink
Yeah.
thing where it's like hydration, caffeination,
So-
celebration.
I've been doing after lunch, I like have a little dessert, a little snack, and then I take the Magic Mind. I don't mix it with anything. I know you like it with ginger ale. I just take it like a shot.
Hell
Takes it
yeah.
raw.
And I
Just like
will
me, for real.
get in my flow state to the point where my boss will walk in like at the end of the workday and is like, go home. And I'm just like, oh my god, I didn't know that it was time. And that's been my journey except for today. And then my afternoon was horrible.
But now you're here, so it'll be better.
But now I feel better. So I will not forget it tomorrow. Please try Magic Mind. They
So yeah-
sponsor us.
So
and
yeah,
mail it.
completely anecdotal. And I didn't tell her to do this. She just started doing it, and I'm really happy that it
You told me
works.
to try it.
You said, should I try Magic Mind?
cut to 2 weeks later.
I love you.
And you were like, maybe you drank too much coffee. Please try Magic Mind.
Couldn't be me.
We have a wonderful code and link. It's magicmind.com/BARDSOF20. That's BARDSOF20 to get 20% off of your Magic Mind order. You either get it if you do the just like one pack, you get 20% off of it. If you do their like subscription, which you can cancel at any time, you get it more discounted. So it would be up to like 56% off with our code. So that's pretty cool. And it does a lot for us, and we think it'll do a lot for you. So try it out.
Do the thing.
And thanks for Magic Mind.
Thank you, Magic Mind.
Magically minded.
Thank you.
Mindedly
Dunk.
magic.
I just remembered we do have an announcement that you probably want to announce. Chat, do not redeem this yet. Will and our
So,
mods
this-
have created a new redemption.
This was spurred immediately after the closing of last session. We were chatting with our mods about the possibility to potentially negatively detract from an NPC's role through chat blessing. And I thought, okay, I like where we're going, but Regolus is a spicy place, so we're going to make a spicy redemption. So, as of tonight, the chat redemption, right? That's what it-
Redemptions, yeah, the channel points.
the channel point, you can now redeem a Burden of Hunger. Yeah, that's a good callback. Burden of Hunger, and this is for any of you guys who aren't fully aware of it yet as well. It's going to allow chat to take a D4 and have it, so we'll have somebody at the table roll it, and it'll subtract from a roll that an NPC is currently making to try and sort of screw them up. However, it comes with an innate catch in that I will then be able to roll a D4 at any point and subtract it from one of your rolls.
Ooh.
Because hunger is a double.
God!
Oreo down.
Resting peppered on cheese.
The burden of hunger right there, in the
Yeah.
flesh.
It
There it
giveth and it
was.
taketh away. So, the Great Wolf Hyrax is around and prowling in the chat, and I'm sure will have no lasting consequences to anything that's going on.
Is that another thing I
Oh,
have to keep
huge other rule.
That's another thing I have to keep track of.
It cannot, on either end, either from you guys or from me, the burden of hunger cannot and will not be used on crit rolls. You cannot make a 1 a 0. You can't make a 20 anything less than a 20.
Can you do it on death saves?
No.
Exquisite. That's what I was most afraid of.
No.
That you just be
absolutely
like, you're dead. He's like, oh, okay.
if Sky was in the chat, she would do that. She'd be like, "You're dead, bro."
DCs, I will allow you. Again, if say an enemy is trying to make a save against,
Enemy
I don't
trying
know,
to make-
fireball or something, and they're making that roll. Yeah, you can subtract it from the from somebody rolling a DC. You can't use it to lower a DC by a D4. That's not how that's going to work. I've set my numbers in my notes quite well. Yes.
Should I keep track of these?
Not now.
Sick.
You will know if we cross a certain threshold. You will know you'll start having to.
Oh, great.
I think we need like a whiteboard where we can put like
I've been thinking
blessings
that.
of Halifax, the law
I would
points
like
and-
that.
Yeah,
Those
Hey,
are
that
good
sounds
one
great.
right
It's
there.
not
Sorry.
We have a friend from France in the chat.
Hi, France.
Hello?
We have a French friend who's in the chat who said they will try to understand everyone.
The Age of the Wolf, or I Was a Wolf.
Bonsoir.
It was
Bonsoir.
a wolf. Edda? I can't remember. I said, oh! I don't think I said this last session, but it's pertinent to Bubbles.
You got
Bubbles has made a deal with Halifax. Spoilers if you somehow missed episode 8 but are now watching, or episode 9 but are now watching episode 11.
I mean, don't watch it live if you don't want spoilers.
Yeah, who's to say?
We love you.
Bubble. The next time Bubbles
You get
hits
to roll
0
a d6
HP,
and
they will
add
be
to
making a 1 singular death save to to try and get back. For that 1 singular death save, and I'm sure somebody's going to forget at some point if it doesn't happen today, you cannot use the healing word redemption on that death save. I know we have other rules for it in general, for like you can use it to succeed 1 death save, blah blah blah. That's going to be still fine for the rest of it. For this deal, Halifax controls is the god of the chat as it is, so he holds a bit more sway here. So that healing word will not work on Bubbles, Devil Deal, death
Hey,
save.
and I think just let the dice decide if I die.
So, let me get this straight.
Yeah.
So,
The dice
Bubbles goes
decide.
down, maybe because we beat the shit out of him for lying to us all this time.
Sure, you jump in.
If we're in battle, he goes down,
Yeah.
and he is then revived
Before?
on the next person's turn
This deal will be maintained until he rolls that save.
until he rolls
Till
a save.
he will have to physically wager his life on one roll, and only then will the deal be complete.
So even if he goes down,
Even if he goes down,
and is immediately
Sano
healed,
like heals me.
yes,
clock's still
he
running.
goes down on his turn. He gets healed before his next turn. The clock is still running until that die is rolled.
I love it.
So
The drama I crave.
You just need to beat a 10,
I know. I'm not down yet,
a
William.
50-50 shot. However,
You will be down at some point.
it also means you know how usually you get hit while you're down. You
Fail a death
you
save.
fail a death save,
That won't.
and then you get to roll. You get hit while you're down. You fail 2.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
If you get hit while you're down,
if
you're
you get hit
Oh,
while
you
you're-
are gonna have to be that way.
because it's not going to work otherwise.
But then the
I will
deal
expire
would
the
expire.
deal.
Halifax wouldn't want it to be up to the dice.
Well, if it's Halifax is up to the dice, then it depends on whether the attack's going to hit.
Fair. A fair play.
Auto crits when they're unconscious.
The dice.
melee auto crits.
Melee auto crits for sure. Okay, that was a fun rules pit stop before we even started. So the rules pit.
I just
What?
know it came into
No,
my mind and I
no.
was like,
I
this will
think
be
this
important.
is
We're
this
in the
is a
rules
surprise
pit.
tool to help
It's
us win.
important to tune up your card before there's a problem.
Yes, yeah.
Wouldn't know about that.
So rules out of the
We
way.
don't have cards.
I don't have.
We are now going to move to our roleplay.
Get out. Sorry.
We are now going to move to our roleplay warm-up question.
Oh, thank you.
In case
God,
you're
that was
new
all.
here, or you haven't been here in a while, we do a roleplay warm-up question where I ask a question of everyone at the table's characters, something about themselves, so that we can get to know them better, and so that Danny Boy and myself can test the mic levels, so that we can just play a penguin and a blue-haired gal just trying to make their way in the world.
And convert some folks.
Lie to
along
their
the way.
friends,
Yep.
make cults,
The usual.
The normal things.
Hashtag flirty girl things. So, when
I've not
ask
made a
this
single call.
question,
Not
if
one.
you are in the chat currently on either YouTube or
cult
Twitch or TikTok,
God.
or if you are listening later on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, or podcast form, please feel free to answer for yourself, answer for the D&D character you're playing, answer for the book you're writing. We love to hear about them. I go back and I read all of the answers in chat on Twitch and YouTube, and I read all of the comments on YouTube. So please share, because we do love hearing about them. So, the RP warm-up question for the day is going to begin with Rachel. And
Gotcha.
make our way around this way, because Rachel already has her answer prepared. And the question is, what's in your character's pockets right now? And if you come to me and you tell me your character doesn't have pockets, I'm going to throw you overboard.
Pockets does not mean pockets of the pants that you're wearing. You have some sort of pocket
Yes.
on your
The
person.
fold of my
Play
toga.
with me. Play the game.
Really?
What's in your
Folds of my
character's
shall.
pockets? Okay, Rachel, your turn.
The folds of my blubber.
In Lenore's pockets, because she has several, if you look in each one, lint. That's it.
A gentle lint tumbleweed
Just
escapes
lint.
from Lenore's pocket.
What
Great.
color? What color is the lint?
I think on the pants it would be kind of like a faded gray blue, and then on like the upper, because everything's like a green purple, so it's kind of like, you know, that faded little gray ball, but of the color of the clothing.
Okay.
So we have a cute little mixture of gray, purple, and green lint, just in all of her pockets. That's it.
Do you want to know something really upsetting that you won't enjoy?
You also.
I think very rarely,
It's like a funhouse mirror.
because she never needed to carry
they're
anything
not having
before.
fun.
It's just like one of us is going to have to change, but it's been never something that she carried anything with her. She had no need to carry anything with her. But I think now, every so often, maybe it's a hand wrap or two, various pieces of like things she needs for herself in terms of like safety and whatnot. But there's nothing ever consistent. There's anything that she always makes sure she doesn't leave the guild and, check her pockets for anything. She has what she needs.
Well, Lord Hareem has frequently worn breeches that carry pockets, but more often than not, he stores things in the multifaceted folds of his grand togas and whatnot. Lately, while you can find coins of various currencies rattling around in his togas, lately his pockets have been full to the brim of two things. Well-be-chubs, fabulous good berries, fit to bursting out of some seams, and then just handfuls of raw honey. Call me Winnie the Pooh, because I'm digging in that shit with my hands. It's too good to let go. Sticky pockets, Hareem. Hareem, sticky pockets, Hareem.
How do you live like that?
Hareem honey
I
pockets.
hire cleaners.
Also, honey doesn't honey would not remain in a pocket.
You would just be seeping.
Yeah.
Magic.
How
seasoning.
how slowly do you think I'm eating this honey?
Then why put it in the pocket to begin
Because
with?
I don't know when I want it!
The
worst that could happen is
That is
covered in honey!
Such a move to just dip your hand in your pocket, come up with just raw.
Yeah.
Can I ask just a
Excuse me, one
clarifying
moment.
question? How long what's the longest honey
like a
has
finger
remained in
dip.
Hareem's pocket?
At
It's
most
full
2 hours.
That's enough.
Reasonable.
It starts out as you gotta think it's like the raw comb, right? He's getting this straight off the farm, it's fresh, it's like that fey
So
honey.
the comb is in the pocket.
The comb is in the pocket, it gets a
Okay.
little melty, and then he just chomps and slurps it.
Chomps and
His
slurps.
dry cleaning bill just through the roof.
Who do you think does my dry cleaning? Aloysius! Cleanse my toga! It's sticky!
Aloysius on that light Yagami telling me one of these days I'll get it. One of these days.
Oh man. Yeah, that's Hareem. I miss you, boy.
Him, we love you.
Oh god.
I think it. We'll see. Depends on what you fucking do on the train.
JB, Jean Baptiste, usually has, or as we've all seen, he has multiple very herbal cigarettes that he rolls himself, and other than that, he probably just has at one point he had gold. He kind of gave all that up for these train tickets that we are now. I don't know why. I don't know why we even paid for this shit. Terrible service. But yeah, I think that he might have a little bit of a snack probably, whatever sort of some nuts or.
He's an almond mom.
He's an almond mom.
How does he feel about granola mix? Or like trail mix, I suppose.
He would not have it in his pocket. He would very much enjoy having it elsewhere.
Does he stand for chocolate in trail mix though?
He is skeptical.
Oh, thank you. I had a feeling there would be an opinion. I just wanted to know.
It no longer becomes a healthy meal.
That's delightful.
Tell you right, just a smoosh towards her. Just perfect. Great.
So, yeah.
Load it.
Swallow it whole.
Guzzle it.
It's not an invitation for all of you to throw these mics.
I don't need an invitation.
a threat?
I throw mics for free.
It's my
That's a
hobby.
t-shirt.
What do you do for fun?
I promise.
Deep throat mics.
Sano's pockets, so she's got lots of different kinds of pens, and they all have polka dots on them, or they're fun pastel colors that she's picked up places, aka liberated from stores that she found cute. God told her that she needed them. And also she has a little worry stone that her sister Muriel gave her that Muriel found it on the shore of where they live and gave it to her to worry in her pocket whenever she's stressed or whenever one of her older brothers was mean to her. and that stays in her pocket all the time.
I'm sorry, officer. God told me to kill my brother. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Damn it.
She has God and anime on her side.
I've checked the receipts. I've checked them.
And that's Lenore's pockets.
Bubbles?
Sorry? Whose pockets?
Whose pockets?
Snow!
We actually swapped.
We're the same person.
I am who you are who I am.
We Freaky Friday.
That's not above Will.
Bubbles.
Not at all.
That would be a great one shot.
But like we'd have to like I as John would have to be JB in Aelys.
What it's great is for a wild magic table. You just like getting you body swap for like 2 minutes. Hey, Bubbles, speak.
Bubbles
to me.
doesn't have any pockets. However, in his little pouches that he has amongst his bomber jacket. Those would be pockets. Okay, so he's got pockets there. He's got dried fish, and he's got little thimbles.
So you're just like a stanky little man.
The fuck you.
No,
I'm sorry. You're gonna refute being stenchy when you carry around dried fish.
It's
They're
dried
Have you
fish.
smelled
dried.
anchovies?
It's dried.
It doesn't.
What does dried mean
It's
to you?
little dried fish.
So it
They don't
doesn't
smell.
smell.
That's
They
not-
they do. I hate to tell you.
Hold, please.
Let's
No,
hold.
we're not
No,
holding
no.
for this.
Let's hold.
I had a friend in high school
Yeah?
who
Alright,
would sometimes pull out dried fish out of his pockets.
Did it smell good?
No.
Yeah.
Does
I went to school in a beach
dried
town.
I'm gonna tell you this
Fish
right here right now.
smell.
Fish has a fishy scent.
If it looks like
It
a
checks
fish,
out.
The math checks out, everybody.
at no point during a drying process.
Yeah, speak
do
on
they
that, Dan.
de-stench.
No. Let's
Yeah,
let
Dan,
Dan
what
speak
have
on
you
this.
discovered on that?
Spit, Dan.
You smell like anchovies,
Look, I learned today that you can find whatever you want to find at Google.
Read it.
So it implies that you can also find that I'm right. So
Read
I'm going
it.
to say that what here is wrong and that I'm right.
I'm gonna say it's wrong. It's wrong. I read it wrong.
I'm cutting this off.
I have a concept
right
of the
now.
smell.
We are now moving to the tarot section of the
Sun-dried
show.
fish have a strong, oily, and meaty and metallic taste. While shade-dried fish have strong, fishy, grassy, earthy, and rancid.
We are now moving to the tarot section of the show.
You're also
Tarot,
not
tarot,
like
tarot.
keeping it in like an
This is the
insulated
part of the
or,
show
like,
They're my
refrigerated thing.
where
that
we
you-
pull a tarot card to determine.
We already pulled.
All of this was to make sure that Dan suffers for this when he's listening to the audio later. We're going to pull a tarot card now.
What tarot
Commit some augury to see what's going to come next in the session. Make your predictions in the chat now.
It's gonna be the hermit. Guaranteed.
Ooh.
Squirm it.
I think it's the hermit.
I also think it's the hermit because I'm about to beat his ass because he needs to tell us
The hermit's about to get
something.
an ass whooping.
Every punch on Bubbles.
I'm telling you right now, it's the devil.
I was gonna say devil.
Well, one
Why
just
did you
jumped out of the deck.
change?
One literally just jumped out of the deck. We're gonna see what it says. Okay.
Chat says fool. Let's see, what else? The fool.
Can I also vote devil or do I have to
Yeah, you
change
can.
mine?
No, that's fine.
Sherry says hangman or the devil.
I always forget.
What's
what's
that,
been
Sherry?
rolled.
It's blah, 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 blah.
There are only 12 cards in the
And
Arcana
vote.
left before we do our Arcana shuffle.
Lots of people are saying the devil. That's. Ooh.
I'll jump on that train.
She a devil.
So,
She a rebel.
we've pulled.
We just
10.
Someone has a
Welton
list.
Word just listed. We've pulled the Emperor, Temperance, Justice, World, Tower, Death, Star, Wheel of Fortune, Chariot, and Magician.
Chariot into Magician for the trade. 2 train episodes are absolutely bananas.
Which I did predict.
Okay. Resident Minshew at the table.
Doom doom.
Representative.
Representative of the
You know the way it works.
Doom 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 doom.
Stop.
Was I right? Were we right?
No.
One day.
From one Resident Minshew to the other. The Hanged Man.
Who said that in chat? Who said
My
that?
brother is with me.
So,
close to getting
I'm
that.
stoked for this one. Sacrifice.
If Woody Minshew is here, I'll
What are you willing to let go? What are you willing to give up to achieve your goals?
Ooh.
The ultimate sacrifice.
Ooh.
ask me that when I'm in a better place.
And this card is in the for our Legionnaires here. This is Sal. Sal is the hanged man of the group. Chariot, Magician, Hermit,
What up?
Temperance Reversed, the Tower, Hanged Man, and Death.
Death?
You're what?
Harem, Lord Harem is death?
I wasn't speaking for me.
Oh,
Speaking for
you're
Harem
death?
Lord Harem is the
I'm the
Emperor.
tower.
You're speaking about Drew.
Ooh.
I'm speaking about Drew.
Death.
So the Hanged Man, sacrifice today. Dan,
Hold on. If JB dies, my next character will be the Fool.
You already
Not
did that
again.
twice.
if you were going bungee jumping off a large cliff, and you made the giant leap, you're soaring through the air, and then you hear a as a bungee cord snaps. What's the sound you're making?
The gods are silent. The skies grow dim with disuse. The sun has lost its luster. But our world moves ever faster. Let it be known throughout the prime that the mantle falls to us, my Elvenan, to usher in a new age.
What was that? Where have you been keeping all these?
These were prescribed from my doctor to eat, and they're leftover ones.
Are you going to tell me these are slightly
Oh,
stale
Daniel.
Sour Patch Kids?
From like
Suck it down. Excuse me.
Oh, wow, those are perfect.
My friends,
Romans,
countrymen,
lend me your ears.
allow me to welcome you back to the world and surrounding realms of Regolus Prime. If you haven't listened to episode 10 yet, you haven't watched episode 10 yet,
I would.
pause this video or podcast right now and go do that. Because I ain't summarizing it here.
That's right. It's
A lot
ride.
went down.
Lot
It's a
happened.
figurative and very literal ride. But suffice it to say, in my briefest of recaps, in terms of positioning, Lenore misty stepped and went way too far up into the mountains.
See?
Up into the
Lenore's sister, Sentinels, is
After
currently
after like a attempted double cross of
That's
saying,
not
Yeah.
of saying I need
Sorry,
this
guys.
You
stuff."
know what I meant by that, and I don't want you to assume.
Okay.
It's
Sure.
all you said, and then you yeeted.
Sounds like
I know it
Aelys
looks
was right
bad.
this whole time, everybody. Seems like Aelys was
Yeah, we're
right.
gonna have tough conversations.
It's
with
interesting.
Aelys.
we have Sentinels
interesting.
face down, ass up, unconscious, rolling death saves on the top of the train. Not too far from that are both Bubbles and JB. Bubbles, are you looking worse for wear right now? You looking emotionally worse for wear right now?
The lowest. The lowest.
Bubbles had a very emotionally intimate moment with a member of the mercenary guild before that member of Sentinel was summarily stripped of life, revived, knocked unconscious, and sent spiraling into the sands. But we'll get to that in a moment.
I regret
JB, standing proud and strong, having made some incredible combat plays, an incredible sacrifice, and was praised by an otherworldly voice before leveling up to level 5. And that leaves us with Aelys in the engine room, toe-to-toe with one of the only 2 surviving members of Sentinel on the train. Where Sentinel is at the moment, the tortle leader Smythe is fried, deceased, and fallen somewhere off the train to the sand some ways back. Nostrum was killed, revived, knocked unconscious, and then fell into the sand. Rani was very much alive, very much in focus, pushed off of the train, and is somewhere in the sand. Kelevor was last seen skittering like a spider along the side of the train. Oh my god. And Feria is locked in combat in the engine room with Aelys. So, as the wheels of the train churn, I'm not going to put us back into initiative because initiative did end last week. Before I deal with anything on the top deck here, actually, no. I'm going to have... Oh, yeah, is there a problem?
The Streamlabs is
Streamlabs
still
thinks
saying
we're
we're doing
doing
a giveaway. We're not doing a giveaway tonight.
Oh,
Sorry,
sorry,
guys.
guys.
Sorry,
It's
no,
not
that was
happening.
last week.
That's
That was
apologize.
a nasty juke.
That was from last
we
week.
apologize.
Oh,
Sorry.
my bad.
Sorry.
We're giving our love. Also,
We
can
are-
you please pan the camera down?
Oh, if
Well-
you're not doing me, I can turn it off right now.
What I need you to do, I need the pair of you only to roll me initiative, just so I can see when you're rolling death saves in conjunction with anything else.
But I'm assuming it like.
Who's rolling?
You're
death
rolling
save?
death saves?
No, I'm rolling
So no,
initiative.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Who's rolling initiative?
Just Sentinels and Aelys, just for the sake of when things are happening in 6-second increments for them, since they're still in the midst of that.
Okay.
But also, if you guys are going to end up medicining checking Sentinels or something like that, we can sort of resolve this. But I just need to know how to proceed with this.
19.
16.
Perfect. So for at least this beat, we're going to go 1 and 2, and then we can go to semi out of combat to the folks awake and aware on top of the train.
I'll fix Streamlabs.
Do it.
Okay, yeah, 'cause I'm still mid haste also.
You managed to drag Feria away from the cranium of the Warforged as she was clearly trying to interface with it in some way, and you've been in a knockdown, drag-out fight with her. What do you want to do?
I really just want to knock this woman out. I want to knock her unconscious. I don't want to kill her because I have questions.
Sure.
But
I mean, you could ask those.
You didn't
You're
think of that.
grappled
I
with
think-
each other on the floor.
I think I've just been asking, where is the stone? I've just been asking, I need to figure out where the stone is. I've been asking over and over again because I don't know. I've been asking her where the stone is, why she's doing this.
I don't have it! Get out of here!
Then where is it?
It's with Smythe! Roll me an attack. Or 12 attacks, so many you get.
Well, that's for the first one. That's a 12 to hit, ironically.
That does just clanks against her mech fists.
All right, then I'm going to go for my second attack.
Neck fist.
As a 16 to hit.
That clanks against her mech fists.
All right, I'm going to go for my bonus attack to do my last one. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That is going to hit. So, are you headbutting it all 3 times?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, and it's minimal damage for 6.
How are you doing this?
Yeah, I think it was this I think dodging however it goes, and then that last one I'm just gonna, if she's been dodging, if I've sort of had her grappled, I'll snack and then drag it, and
Your ears
sort of bring
fly out.
her head into mine and just.
So, the first 2 as you're coming, she's blocking. You need to stop! You're all in danger!
And I go. What are you?
You hear, and it doesn't.
It was non-lethal.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But you hear like just a little fracture, and she. The 2 mech gauntlets retract back into their just sort of bronze bangles, almost around her.
Those are looking pretty, but clocked that. Not worrying about that. I think hearing that, I'm gonna go.
As you're sort of again bleeding a little bit, you're battered and bruised. The Warforged that's interfacing with the Tesla coils. You are interfering with my navigation. Please exit the engine room.
I apologize, and I'm gonna take lady's body, and I'm gonna haste back up to the roof
Okay.
with my 80 feet of movement.
You just you grab her,
That's turn
get
5.
out through the sort of doorway that you guys tackled each other through.
Yeah,
Then
the busted
up,
door.
up through the hole in the cafe car. Oh, there they go again. Just straight up and onto the roof. Are you just gonna move down as far as you
Yeah,
can?
if I can see them in the distance.
You can. There are
Okay.
good, like, 5 or 6 cars ahead of you. But you can
Okay,
see
then that was probably to get
All
up there.
behind
I wager was probably like 60 feet to get up there,
Let's go 10.
because I don't have my. I've already used
20.
my action and bonus action.
So
and, well, action and
30 to
haste.
get up there.
30. Okay, so then I got 50 more feet that I'll start
You get right down to the end of this car.
trucking along. Cool.
You're at the end of the cafe car.
Sick.
So, as this is happening, please roll me your first death save. The book is.
I put a good berry. The chat reminded me, and I'd like to say this. I put a good berry in her mouth.
But the
I
book
know
is-
you were like,
Books doing book things.
you're
folks.
like books doing
Books doing book things. Okay. Don't roll me a death save then.
Ow. I wasn't thinking. Put my tongue on that. I wasn't thinking. I was a little overwhelmed.
Somebody clip that.
Hang on. Let me chef for a second.
Will's braining.
This is safe.
The book has fluttered open, is sort of floating over Synov's body. Pages sort of infinitely scrolling like a Rolodex.
Hate it.
You find yourself in your dream. On the top of the sunlit grassy hill with the ruins of your temple sitting there. Great dead tree next to you. The air smells clean and fresh. And that phoenix sits atop the ruined wall. I could help you, the phoenix says. Beak not moving, eyes glittering like summer. I could help you here. For now and forever.
Stella?
The phoenix hops down onto the grass next. I can't lose you.
You could help me now and forever?
But it would mean I could help the rest less.
Oh my god. I don't know what that means.
We have so much work to do. And if you are not able to spread your wings and fly in the warm air, then no one will be healed. All the wounds will stay open and form nasty scars.
You're right.
It's just a nice.
If this is the way that you believe is the way towards healing the world, I trust you.
It is the way towards the forever light. The phoenix sort of talons in the grass, steps closer to you, sort of nestles into your lap, sitting there. Do you accept me?
Jesus Christ.
Of course, Stella. Of course I do.
The eyes glow this burnished gold, this warmth. You can feel like it's the scent of crackling leaves in the wind around you. Open your mouth.
This is just
Had to let my 12-year-old self wash through me.
Just like when I was a kid and I got fed.
Okay.
The phoenix's beak opens up.
Baby bird?
No, it's like baby birding, but instead of solid substance, these fragments of golden light and energy.
Which this is it. This is.
Are we seeing? No, we're not seeing.
No, this is
in a dream.
Synov's face down ass up look is.
This is just the deadlights. This is just the deadlights. This is just the nicer version of
These lights flow from within the phoenix into you, illuminating your nervous system. You feel ascendant. The dream fades to white gold. Mm-hmm. On the train, the book glows with this light, wafts over Senov. The book shuts, drops, and sort of latches back at Synov's hip. The good berry takes effect. You are up with 1 hit point.
Holy fuck.
Synov, until otherwise specified, you will roll your death saving throws with advantage.
Oh!
You can never assist in getting somebody up from 0 hit points.
Folks, that'll be the campaign. That's our healer.
I love it.
That's our healer.
Spare the dying will
Heal
work.
when I heal.
Oh,
Spare the dying will work.
Stabilize.
But
she
you
can't.
cannot heal anyone from 0.
Can she heal them? She can still heal them at like 5.
At 1 hit point, your contract's open. At 0,
Can't do it.
Can't do
the
it.
Phoenix has other
Can't do it.
is doing other work.
Can't do it.
Mamma mia, bring me
Can I
home.
cast Revivify?
The stars.
You can think about if you need to
Think about
noodle
it.
about that.
Cook about it.
Quick about it. Let it
We
It's,
can noodle about
Revivify is definitely not a no.
Okay.
I think that's going to be a case-by-case basis that you're going to
That's,
have to
it's
deal with on the
it's
I'm
field.
gonna have to
technically.
convince.
I will say it's technically not healing. You are returning something dead
Oh, 'cause it's
to
something dead.
life.
That person's already dead. They're already through.
Yes, yes. I will say for now, Revivify will work if the Phoenix allows it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is this
Specifically, you cannot heal somebody while they are rolling death saving throws.
I don't trust this
See you later,
Phoenix
Stinky.
at all. I
Yeah, that's
think
not totally
That's great. I love it.
terribly bad for our current situation.
I don't trust this Phoenix.
All right, here we go.
But
the good
Snow
bear
is up.
Welcome back.
Is actually
I'm-
might be a
I-
little bit better than you think. Like,
So
you know,
JB
it's the exact same thing.
is still in focus,
You need therapy.
sees that she's
Glenn really doesn't.
okay.
Yeah.
Immediately,
Not with it.
I'm going after Skittery.
You can't see him.
You told me he was skittering
I did.
across.
He is now no longer visible.
He's no longer visible, but I saw him go that way.
Mm-hmm.
I clicked that way.
So you essentially you see Sinova up, you see way down the way Aelys has popped up with somebody slung over, and you're just. What are the rest of you doing?
Oh, my speed went up. I'm fucking.
Yeah, you're
I'm fucking.
huffing it.
I'm fucking hoofing it.
Sentinel,
My speed's 45 now.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
are you okay?
Yeah.
Miles per hour.
I'm alive.
No.
So that's okay, right?
That is important. How did you survive?
My tongue hurts.
Is it the good berry?
No. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay. Seems like you something happened. We might need to not to move this along, but we might need to get going. A lot of shit has happened. I know you were there and then you died, and or you went down. Now you're back. JB's gone.
Yeah, let's go and
Let's
we can
go.
talk later, because you owe me.
Yo, Woody!
Woody!
Wow.
Woody,
Boy.
You just shifted my mom a sub?
check your Discord, Woods.
Aww, Kyle's
We
mom.
pulled your card.
Mom,
brother.
you weren't subscribed?
Mom.
That was such a John Mulaney like delivery.
Subscribed?
Come on, Mom.
What do you mean you weren't
What do you
subscribed?
subscribe?
What do you mean?
Okay, so you're huffing. Are you sort of now following
Yeah.
JB?
Yeah.
Sick.
And you're running this way.
Subscribe to my show.
So JB, you're ahead.
That's
Can
my
all of you roll me a perception check?
Everyone?
Yeah, because you're all moving down the train. I love that this chaos has happened. No, not you. You're coming this way.
Bad. I roll bad.
Okay. But I love that this chaos has happened on the train. There are holes in the train. There was just a massive thunderstorm, and none of you have gone inside the train again. You're all just like, we're on the roof now. This is what we do.
Well, I know no one else is up there. I'm
No,
going on the
sure.
place of least resistance.
14.
14?
We're gonna talk to
What did you
people
get?
that are inside.
I'm gonna talk to the Solarborn. Fuck no.
I think
Join
5.
the
I got
Bachelor.
Goblin Act, please.
5, 6.
6, 14. Barbarous?
Perception?
Yeah.
That's question.
13.
13? Okay.
Yes.
So you, I think, are just mostly zenned out. Your tunnel vision. You're trying to see for, you're looking for your target, but it's not. Your peripheral vision is not doing you any favors. The pair of you, as you're walking down, you can see Aelys sort of coming up, probably a couple hundred feet away. But around Aelys, for a moment, you see like this wall. The air shimmers a little bit.
Oh no.
Catch me tackling my success.
1 second.
If it's fucking Lenora, I'm gonna.
Oh, it's
throat
with
punch her.
advantage.
No,
Okay.
it's
The first one
stabby.
was-
It's stabby.
You're
man.
one hit
So
point.
that.
It's stabby.
You heal yourself while you're running, or
Okay,
you
that
just
was-
What happened to
one hit point in a
innocent?
dream?
Still proven guilt right now, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta save him just in case
We're
he
about
dies.
to learn immediately that Sinov can't heal somebody. We're about to learn. We're gonna be like, Sinov, heal.
What's your AC?
'Come on.
22 with haste.
22.
Can't get it up.
I've been. It hasn't been a
I
minute.
swear this never happens to me.
Only 2 of these are gonna hit.
Okay.
The first will not.
Oh no. Aelys.
I did my job.
Oh no, the second was a 19.
You're joking.
No, with the first was a 16 up or 17 up to 24. Second one missed, and the third one rolled a 19.
Is that a crit?
That's a crit.
For Kelivor it is when he's coming out of blink. So you see this ripple around Aelys. And then shifting back into the material plane, this figure, again this gothic bronze mask on their face, bones now exposed from the previous scuffle, sort of phases in, gets one hand around Aelys' shoulders with this wicked curved blade into Aelys' chest, goes for the first attack. The second one lightly raises.
I'm getting grounded?
And the third attack, the crit.
Who does this?
Kelivor,
The
the
guy that was
assassin.
blinking in and out.
So, the first attack, I'm going to bank the sneak attack for the third. The first attack is going to do...
It's just a matter about whether or not I die.
What are you at?
41, but that's a crit.
What are you at?
4.
Gone. I have a couple more good berries.
Who has a Revivify Stone?
Oh no, sorry, that was wrong.
We
Let me-
don't
hang on,
have
let me do
any more.
my-
We
guess my
used it
action.
on. We used it on.
Mage.
You used it on Nostrum, who you then
We
headbutted
used it
into
on
oblivion.
Nostrum.
We're finding out
I'm not there.
what happens when
And then we
we
do...
make
Someone in the chat
decisions.
now. Hey, chat. I want you to ready this. Someone in the chat last week said that we had 2 Revivify Stones.
I thought we each got one.
Oh, I don't know.
That was a return stone.
Oh, return stone.
Hang
Can
on,
someone
let
in
me
the
do
chat
get my
Maybe
damage
we
here.
can return.
that watches this more closely than
Do your math, no
we do
worries.
while playing.
So you're telling me I was
codify that?
stabbed in the shape of Sentinel through my chest?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Jesus Christ.
Wow,
It's
you
like
are lucky.
Zorro. I'm so
If you
worried.
start speaking, I hope it's Antonio
I've-
Banderas.
I fucked up.
Are you gonna die?
Maybe, let's
I'm
see.
a little worried he's about.
If it's
Like
if it's
so-
if it is a crit with sneak attack, that's ridiculous. That's maxed
First,
out.
we're fudging the rules a little bit here, because
Okay.
the first attack is going to put you under 0.
Absolutely.
Okay.
How much? How much? How much? Just so we know.
The first one was 6.
Yeah. Okay. So that just the same exact damage I rolled on.
The
Lady.
alpha just is a graze, and the throat slit is a 39.
Are you done?
Oh my
I'm up by
God.
2.
Oh
I mean,
my
you're
God.
you're still down.
I'm still down.
yeah.
I've clearly failed the death
oh
save.
wait,
with that.
no.
You were
You're
down
you-
after the first one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
6.
Yeah.
So you're
So
dead.
attack
You
2
have no-
hits.
you're dead. You're
attack
fucking
dead.
3 hits.
You're dead.
Those are criticals, all of them.
You're dead.
Because you're
I didn't even need to
incapacitated.
do any of that math.
Yeah.
6 damage. So
No,
okay.
no. You said the second one didn't hit,
Right,
dude.
it doesn't
doesn't
matter
matter.
because the
Because
first
he's
attack
unconscious.
puts him under 0. Puts her under 0. So the next 2 are auto crits, and they fail 2 death saves apiece.
The second one didn't hit though.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Because I'm no.
They're auto crits if they hit. Rules pit stop if you need to. They're auto crits if they hit. It does not mean it automatically hits. Why would you roll? You still have to roll.
My haste would be gone though. So if it beat 20,
Your haste would be gone. The second one was not a 20. It was like an 18, which is not. He crits on a 19.
but he rolled an 18.
You said it
No,
didn't
no,
hit.
he totaled an
Okay.
18. He totaled an 18,
Well, then
which
I'll-
doesn't beat a 22. But and it's got AC is 20 on its own. Okay, so
Wait,
you
wait, wait.
are.
I don't. Hold on.
So that's
No, it's,
2
it,
deaths.
it-
yeah.
no. If you attack
No.
someone who is down, you hit them.
Yeah, that's
No.
yes.
Hang on, we're gonna pit stop this
False.
right here, right now.
Well, that's how I
Say it right now.
What can
You definitely get.
You have to roll.
You definitely
You
get.
always have to roll.
Do you just get advantage?
Not in my house, baby.
This is D&D.
You get advantage.
You can always whiff. Yeah, you get advantage
Well,
if
then,
they're like
then,
prone.
then
So
the
down.
dude gets to roll again.
You don't get advantage if you're doing it in that literal moment. You get advantage if they are prone on the ground.
No, you get advantage if you're. Go ahead. Read it.
Yeah. That's too important.
Kyle is right.
Yeah.
The attacker has advantage on attacks within 5 feet.
Sure.
Since the player is incapacitated.
So we can roll
Any
again.
hit is then a crit. So
So you get to roll again.
I will. We're gonna keep the hit that dropped you to 0.
Sure.
I'm gonna keep the one that crit anyway.
Sure.
I am going to re-roll this middle one.
You need to roll a what?
I need to roll well. But since it's kind of been outed, I'm gonna use Lewis dice as well.
You only roll once. Why are you rolling twice? You already rolled the 1.
So just the advantage.
No,
It's like
this
just
is the advantage.
Yeah. I'm in full rules lawyer mode. I apologize, but this is important.
Baby boy. I guess it doesn't matter because it's going to be a crit if it hits anyway. That is an 18 plus 7 for a 25.
Oh, you're
So,
not only
no. Nope.
Okay, sorry.
Nope. In fact, you watch as this flicker appears, carrying Thera. Aelys is stopped. This being in tattered black leathers and a bronze mask appears. The Omega on Aelys' chest. You watch Aelys sort of drop Thera and go slack. The assailant does not let go. The Alpha through the Omega. Blood shoots out of Aelys' mouth and nose. Then with swift ease, a single line across Aelys' throat. From the Omega and the Alpha, blood seeps. From the throat slit, nothing happens. From where they're standing, this radius of pitch black shadow encompasses everything. The sand, the train, the sky. You are now in a void. You can see.
We're all in it.
You're all in it. You guys, you are now, it's as if you were standing in a pitch black field, nothing else around, but you can see clear as day everybody else.
We've been domain expanded.
As the bronzed assailant looks up, wondering, bronze masked assailant looks up, from Aelys's bleeding body, demi-planar expanse, malice of the first truth. Aelys's mouth cracks like ice up the side of her head. This teeth sort of shingling in piece by piece through Aelys's jaw, and from their feet, these strands of almost breaking ice, despite there being no ice anywhere, thread out, one to Kelevor, one to you, one to the three of you, all the way down the train. As this ice fractures, Aelys just starts to rise in the air as this throne of ice wedges itself where Aelys was once sitting. She is suspended by icicles sort of threading into her body on this throne. I need all of you, I'll do one for Kelevor, to roll me fucking hell. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Not gonna.
Considering the thicky.
Wow, Kelevor beefed it.
Can I go to
Called
the bathroom?
Aelys a Sigma.
Can I go to the bathroom? Since I'm not here yet.
Please.
Thank you.
What are you
I didn't want
fucking?
to miss.
Oh my god.
Ooh, not good by the penguin.
Do you want a Sour Patch Kid?
I'm good.
You okay,
Okay.
pal?
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
take one. I will take one.
Because you're about to see your children?
Yeah, my best friends.
Mother, you'll
That's
become the
right.
mother you are.
What did we get?
Constitution saving throw?
Constitution saving throw.
Someone with a higher roll than me maybe goes first.
Natural 20.
Nat 20?
Holy fuck.
You radiate golden light.
Yeah, I do, baby.
Simple domain.
You are this shimmering veil around you. You are. It doesn't. The ice and this sort of thread of crackling ice just breaks like a wave around you. You are untouchable. And for as long as you are in this way bonded with the Phoenix, this expanse, this demi-planar expanse, will continue to have no effect on you. What did you get?
Ergo, we're going to experience this again.
Sure. What did you get?
21.
You failed.
Now, Will, I got an 8.
Okay.
That's what I got. Now, let me see if I can do anything. Hold on.
Do anything?
No, hold on. No, hold on, please. Can I do anything? Just let me look at my spells. Hold on.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I've got things that change shit.
Aren't you about to
let me.
Your 6?
Oh, very out of spells. Very out of spells.
Unless you get to re-roll, I wouldn't worry about it.
Well, it sounds like I'd have to roll ass high if 21 doesn't do it. So
That's fine.
you heard me. Yeah, that'll be an 8.
An 8. You were closest to this. You guys are a couple hundred feet away from this, or rather, Kelevor's the closest. You're second closest, so we're going to go in this order. Aelys, you are drifting. It's almost like you're in a sea of moving, shifting bodies. If you had any awareness about you, you could tell that the bodies themselves, they're writhing. It's that same scrabbling sound you've heard. And as you're drifting on this sea, it's bodies of those wayward children, those languid, pallid, stretched creatures. They seem to be driving forward to something, and you're now just helplessly being pulled along.
It's the Mummy 2, when there's like that rift in the ground and there's.
The sky is deep, deep, deep blue, starless, but with like dull red veins spreading through the sky. In the demiplanar expanse, you see the Aelys threaded on the throne of ice. That first ice fracture meets Kelevor. Kelevor absolutely beefed it. So Aelys just stretches out and down, snaps almost like you've pulled an elastic too far. The back end snaps towards Kelevor, just puts up their whole hand straight through Kelevor's chest, holds them high. Tendrils of ichor go into Kelevor's body. You hear as the tendrils rip Kelevor apart, reform them into this shuddering, pulsating orb. Aelys's cracked, split open mouth, she hinges like a box.
Hungry,
In the sea of bodies, the sky shudders. Roll me a wisdom saving throw. Does it stop now?
Oh, that's not
11.
high. That's not high, John.
11.
11.
Okay. Remind me that one has been consumed, if you make it out of this.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, y'all.
JB,
What has been consumed?
as the ice fractures around you, you feel this sapping energy drain through you. Your body feels remarkably heavy. You're still in focus, but your constitution score until the next long rest is 1.
Doesn't that mean you're dead? No, it means it.
The same is true for you.
That is so. What does that mean in terms of health?
It reduces whatever your modifier is.
I know what it does, but like
However much you've added as a result of Constitution gets reducted.
currently.
Yeah.
So
your max
what's your
HP.
You are a
Constitution score?
plastic bag drifting through the wind.
What's your Constitution score?
16.
Oh, what's your
So that's
modifier?
plus
3.
3. So then
So then
3.
now it's-
It would be
what
3
level are we,
times.
4?
Yeah, 3 times
So
4. So it'd be
times
subtracting
4,
by 12. Yeah. So your
So
max
you-
HP is reduced by 12 until the next long rest.
Mine would be.
Do I currently lose that health?
Yes, you do.
I knew it.
It
was
won't.
dangerous.
This health reduction won't kill you. Like if this health reduction would take you to 0, it takes you to 1 instead.
Okay. It wouldn't be able to take it to 0.
No, yeah,
Statistically.
it's the math of it, right?
Okay.
Constitution is now 1.
Or no, you wouldn't subtract. No, I guess.
Ooh, technically it might get worse because you're technically going to negatives.
Yeah.
I'm not going to worry about that math right now. If I need to do this again, I'll come up with a more strict math for it. But for now, just do the reduction from the levels because I can't.
Yeah, that
math gets really hairy really fast.
Because that's what it would be. Then you'd then add an
The negatives for each
additional
one.
-4, so it would be an additional.
No, we're not. We're just not doing that.
Okay.
If you would have a negative constitution,
Yeah.
you would still be able to
roll hit die.
You get like 1 hit point.
Yeah.
It's a minimum of 1.
Woody is the actually in the chat.
What do you say?
So, how far down the train do you think you made it, JB? Were you dashing down the train, or were you?
What he's right. You don't reduce your.
So,
points.
what would be one full dash action movement for you? How many feet would that be? Including your regular
As of
movement.
now, that's 90 feet.
90 feet. So you are probably let's just split the difference. Let's say if you started 200 feet away, you are now 100 feet away from where Kelevor was just transmuted into oil and consumed by a dead Aelys.
He found a renewable energy source.
In this sphere of eternal darkness,
TM.
dead Aelys cracks their attention over towards you, and that you hear the sound barrier break first. You hear the as Aelys rockets down toward you. What are you doing?
I use I channel all my focus to move my hands in front of me.
Yeah, just.
And I'm going to kind of wait and feel it. And the second that there's contact, I'm casting Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
On our copper friend.
On your copper friend.
Which
Are
is
they-
grafted not only to
No, they are one and the same.
Aelys.
They are one and the same.
Grafted to the being.
So,
Seems a smart choice, guys.
Yeah, I guess so.
so Aelys rockets through across the air. You just steady yourself. Aelys. The sea churns. We will eat them next. Friends all. Do you want this to stop?
I'm aware of what's happening out there.
No, you're just aware of what you're being told.
Don't hurt them. Don't hurt them. Anyone else is okay. Just not them.
Anyone.
Not elves. Everyone else.
Oh my god. What is it?
Feria, I would burn the world for you.
What is
Roll me.
happening?
That's just those are my conditions. You can eat people.
If you kill Lord
Roll
Hirimo-
me essentially a key check.
Okay. What do I need to go for that?
So
I would need a d20. Yeah, essentially d20 plus wisdom plus proficiency.
Wisdom saving throw.
You got it.
You
got
reverse,
it.
If he
you
is
reverse
proficient,
engineered
yeah.
a wisdom saving throw for a month.
Fun.
19.
Nice roll.
19?
19.
Please don't.
Give me 1 second.
Wow.
Fine.
While we're having a moment, for those of you who are wondering about the gift, the giveaways, once we hit 40,000 subscribers on Instagram, we will then do another giveaway.
Yes.
So if you're intrigued at that,
If you're not subscribed to us on Instagram,
Please
do so. If
Yeah,
you
fine.
are, share our account with
Yeah.
your
we're
friends
trying to hit
And
40,000,
and enemies.
and I believe we're very close. I'll tell you.
Hang on. One moment. I'm almost there.
I don't like that you're going through the train and being like,
A huge change.
They're
of,
fine.
wisdom.
That's, or rather, that's
So
the one.
usually
Fine.
you don't count my friends that are here currently, or that like
So-
extended to me, right?
You're braced. Palms beginning to crackle with lightning. And as dead Aelys is rocketing through over the train, they stop just short of you, about 10 or 20 feet short. They stop. Sound like breaking glass as the dark sky shatters apart. The ground is still this disk of darkness before Aelys smashes both her hands through the floor, through the dark circle, into the roof of the train, and the darkness floods the entire 12 train cars.
The bachelorette party.
You hear a
Kid.
cacophony of screams.
Oh my god.
Horror unbridled.
Oh my god.
There are people pleading for gods that have been silent.
Can I still move?
Yes, let me just finish the description because this happens in a single moment. You hear myriad pleas and screams and cries, and then it all goes quiet.
Oh my god.
The train skids to a stop in the middle of the desert. Aelys,
I thought we were supposed to be subtle.
let
No
me
witnesses.
hang on. Roll me a d4, please.
I'll use their die.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, they were saved too. That you've saved 1, 2, 3. Okay, continue.
There's a 4 from your die.
4.
4.
1, 2,
Jeez.
3, 4. 1, 2,
Jesus.
7. What's your max hit points?
41.
Okay, then I do need to do this. 7, 8.
It's just a nightmare.
It's just a nightmare.
They were gone already.
Stormy transit.
They're fine actually.
They? Who are they?
9, 10, 11, 12,
I don't like how.
13, 14, 15, 16. You were healed to max health.
Oh my god.
Because you ate.
You only consumed 1 orb,
Yeah.
so all your stats increased by 1.
Above 20 or no?
Nope, just to 20 for now.
Thank you.
If anything's going to 20. But you regain consciousness.
Holy
And
shit.
Feria is ash.
Yeah.
She's long gone. She was at the moment of impact. But the last thing you remember is seeing your friends down the train, and now you're 10 feet away from JB. JB, you're right there.
Do I have any wounds
Uh,
or scars?
Emotional.
This you have in your clothing is sort of torn. The alpha and the omega. The only scar is the one across the throat. Sick. JB, you get first response. As you watch the Aelys's mouth
I don't remember the C,
stitch back, you will have nightmares about that.
but not right now.
You're not at the moment.
Okay.
The Aelys's mouth stitches back together. The black ink leaves their eyes. The pressure and cold air around them drops.
What
But
the
that's it.
fuck just happened?
Did you get the stone?
You just killed everyone on the train. You. Holy fuck!
We don't technically know that.
Oh, sorry. we heard screams.
You can still hear a few.
Screams? They're still screaming?
I mean,
Ver-
we're
on-
not dead.
Only the shadow is gone from the train. There are whatever darkness took it is gone, and the cacophony of screams has been reduced to a few lone instruments of fear playing in solitary.
What?
Is everyone okay?
Aelys.
Aelys, you, whatever is inside of you is unbelievably powerful. And I'm not saying that because I don't think you didn't already know that, but whatever it is has a power over you that is not of this world.
What happened?
We have to go.
What happened?
Whatever it was went inside you. You ingested. The entire train was screaming.
I'm gonna hop down.
We have to go.
I'm going to go
Where
see
are
if
we
people
going?
are okay.
Same. I was gonna flutter down.
Going down.
Have to.
I'll go down. I'm the only medical professional here.
So
Quickly.
as you guys, I'm going to say that you are basically right back where you very first started, on the junction between standard class and first class. As you guys head down into the train, Lenore, you appear as if you had never left, back in the darkened cargo car. Gun now toppled and fall, or the Gatling gun now off to the side. First thing you notice, you can't hear the sounds of fighting. Second thing you notice, you don't hear the sounds of the train, and it isn't moving.
I've been gone for too long. I'm gonna... There's still a hole above me?
Yeah,
The roof?
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna climb up there and look out, because I was trying to go to the roof.
You climb up on the roof just to watch the party go back down into the train.
Sit down! You.
Oh, wait.
We are
We're
hundreds of yards away.
very far away from each other.
Yeah, I don't know if you actually...
So you are now, if you stay down, if you're in
I
the cargo
hear
car,
her.
they are now
Yeah.
4 cars ahead of you.
I saw them, like, going...
Yeah, going down into the train.
Okay, I'm gonna get down.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Check. Are my clothes dry, or do I have lake water on me, or am I dry?
You are sobbing.
Excellent. I'm gonna try to get my dignity, like, dry my hair, like, squeeze out my hair. And I was like, okay, we're gonna explain it better. We're gonna apologize. We're gonna mean it. And I'm gonna open the back door, I guess the front door of the cargo,
Hey, yo.
to try and start walking that way.
You head through. On a cursory glance, there are a handful of folks still alive on this train. In the cabin you're in, the first of the standard cabins, that the elderly half-elf couple and the Ascari woman who was reading notes, all 3 of them are still alive.
Okay.
They are the half-elf couple. The elderly woman is tending to what looks to be an unconscious man, who's sort of balled up in a corner, and the Ascari is trying to, like, sort of head in her hands, running through her hair, just wide-eyed, trying to process what was going on. Actually, the only other person who was in this car at the time was Kelevor, so you wouldn't be able to tell from that. But even looking through just, like, the open doors here, there are a lot of people missing, and where they were are almost like ashen shells in the shape of people.
Oh
Like if you took the bodies at Pompeii and hollowed them out, so it was just like a bowl in the shape of a person, with charred interior, and mostly just an empty, open husk. Bubbles. Immediately, I'm not even going to make you roll an Arcana check for this, you can sense in this train currently the threshold, the barrier between the prime plane, or the physical world, and the realm of magic is exponentially thinner than it was moments ago. The barrier is, you could press on it and pass through it.
Can I?
What are we doing? You got any spell slots to spend?
No.
Then no.
Yeah.
You can just feel that something
What are we doing is hilarious.
something serious punched through and made a lot of holes. And the holes, the threshold mends itself, but it's a slow process.
And that's from the can I detect just is that the type of magic I'm seeing with the goggles, or is that what I'm getting from the goggles?
That wasn't even goggles.
Oh,
the
fuck.
goggles, it's hard to look right now through the goggles. Essentially, where the husks are,
Is-
there are, because you've got detect magic up essentially
Correct.
constantly
Yeah,
with those.
constantly.
You can sense really intense threads of necromancy
Yeah.
and transmutation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Necromancy and transmutation.
Which makes a lot of sense.
Just like wreathing like smoke off of these husks. Any on these sites immediately? Is there anything you guys are doing before as Lenore's running up the train?
If there's anyone unconscious, Sinov would like to try and stabilize them at least.
The only unconscious person you can see in this car is the elderly elven man.
Okay.
Um,
I'll cast Spare the Dying.
as you go over there, his wife is sort of just cradling him. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. We were just going for a vacation, but there was so much noise, and then it all went dark, and I don't know if he's okay. What happened?
I'm not sure either. Here, let me see if I can help. I'm a healer.
Well, I don't have anything to pay you with.
You don't have to pay me. It's fine. It's fine.
Please,
I'm a
save him.
Because Sinov likes to put on a show, she'll like rub her hands together and that kind of watery sunlight will come through, and she'll hold it over him and cast Spare the Dying.
Let me look up Spare the Dying, because he is definitely. You can see that he's breathing.
He's breathing.
He
I just
looks.
want to make sure he's stabilized.
Yeah, he
If he's rolling death saves.
he is not rolling death saves.
Oh.
Okay, he's not.
He is not. He is just like out.
Okay, do I have any healing points left? Not there.
What was I? What was I gonna
I just want to see if Sinov would try this, if I have a way to heal. Sinov's gonna try to cast Cure Wounds, because she don't know. She don't know.
Yeah, I love it. You again, I think still with that watery, the sort of languid sunlight, you just press your hands on it, and the magic threads through him. And he doesn't wake, but he just.
He's supposed to wake up.
He just takes much deeper breaths. Sort of, you can see his muscles relaxing a bit. I just don't think his heart could take it. It was all sorts of scary.
I think he'll be okay. I've got to go check on other people.
Thank you. What is your name?
My name is Sinov.
If we ever get to Faleeria, we'll make sure people know about this.
Uh-oh.
We'll make sure. This is a kindness. Arwen will thank you. He will thank you. Just like brushing his thin hair.
I do it all in the name of my lady, and I like kind of touch her temple, and then I'm gone.
Okay.
I would have walked past. Like if Sinov had stopped, I would have just kept going to keep seeing what had happened.
You walk into the next car, and it is a war zone.
Oh, God.
There are 6, 7. There are 8 husks in here.
Same shit from the goggle. I'm there too. Same shit from the goggle.
Same stuff.
Okay.
But the husks look almost identical in form, or in residue. Like they're all this ashen grey, cracked open, like hollowed bowls with nothing left. But they're all just different in sizes, right? You can see where still the detritus from the vanguard. Efficient who is sitting there, who sort of read you for filth. The mother and child, there's a big one and a small husk. The 5 rowdy boys in the back, all now desiccated. I'll have you know, the bond that was struck, take anyone else, not elves. It was translated to Elvenon.
So everyone else who isn't
An elf.
Elvenon.
With these 2 cars, the 2 half-elves and the Ascari unscathed in the first car, and everyone in the second car husked. You can immediately tell that it is only the Elder Bloods who survived.
That second car, does it? Do you have the
Yeah,
cars?
it would be. We'd have economy car. The third car is tattered robes. We couldn't tell underneath them. They were feminine
And
presenting.
we're not talking fancy cars. We're talking
train cars.
The whole
train.
No, sorry. Where we are currently
is in the standard cars.
Is in the
yes,
standard
yeah.
cars is the question I was talking about. I have to pee. I can't.
While people are figuring things out, Sinov's gonna pick up any gold that's left over.
Oh my God.
Through the whole train?
Yeah,
Like up in the fancy cars too?
they're not using it anymore.
Roll me a D100
I
for the whole train.
I'll make sure before we go to
JB
pick.
is going to walk to the front of the train. To where the, I mean, he doesn't know that there's a Warforged doing the thing, but like, I'm going all the way to the front.
Okay.
Control room, driver room.
You pass through the.
I do not fucking speak to Aelys.
Yeah, well, Aelys is going the opposite direction, thankfully.
Okay.
In the first class cars,
towards
you
me.
passed by that first one where you had oh boy, the trade minister, the two people playing Mythmaker, husks. That second car with the sort of Regolus Gothic family, husks. In that second car, you do pass by the scholarly Dragonborn.
Aw.
And when he sees you passing by, excuse me, sir, sir. He bangs on the door. It's locked now. It's jammed. I can't get out. Please.
JB just kind of, after glancing, without breaking stride, just like smashes the, like whatever doorknob or like hinge, just kind of like dents that in so that the mechanism like breaks, so that it can open.
He scrambles and slides it open.
You're
You're
a
a
saint.
saint. You're a saint. I must reward you on the Nyrixia name. I must. You pass through into the next car. The gnomish mafia.
Oh.
Husks.
Rip.
The group that were all gathered together, the only one still there is the like very well dressed wood elf, who's just like looking over the husks of the people he'd forcibly traveled with. I don't understand. Why am I here? Why are you here?
The train was attacked.
By what? We were just traveling.
We don't know.
It was so loud, and then they were just right here. I was so ready to be rid of them, and now...
Do you have the ability to call for help?
He takes out this... He like hadn't even thought about it, but he slips his hand into his pocket and he takes out this small disc. It's a stone disc. It looks old, and I'll have to get Drew to confirm the symbol, but like it has this elven symbol etched on it. I actually could.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
It would take them a moment to get here, but I could get people here. Would it help?
You wouldn't know? You wouldn't know?
All you can tell is that it's an elven symbol. It looks like I know exactly what it is. There's a like a 5-pointed sort of star, or a 6-pointed star,
With a feather.
and a feather across diagonally across it. They give it to all of us when we leave, just in case.
Who? I'm sorry.
Should be.
You're by yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We don't seem to be moving anymore, and I don't really want to be stuck out here.
We are Copper Legion. If I can somehow get this train to continue to move, once we are in Faleeria, you will get help. For now, do not
Okay.
use that.
Where do you need me to go? If you change your mind, I can call at any time. But I'm happy to.
Do you know
Assist.
anything about the operation of trains?
Not practically. I'm a military historian by trade. I could maybe.
Were there wars fought with trains?
Not yet. Maybe today.
Lord of 1860.
So you are a Can you use the history right now?
I suppose there was an incident with the futurists once, about 1,000 years ago.
Never mind. Walk back towards back of the train. If you find anyone you can help them. Goodbye. And I keep walking.
Okay. And he sort of walks back in that direction. You get finally to the empty train, or the otherwise empty car before the cafe car,
Oh, William.
We get our 16 gold back, probably.
How much gold did you get?
I'm not taking gold.
Solarborn, first of all.
The Solarborn, they're just sitting there.
Because they were already fucking dead.
They were dead.
I had that thought.
The armor is just sitting there.
I had that thought for the audience. I had that thought after we were everybody was leaving from last week, and I was just like, why the fuck did the Solarborn, the most racist fucking people that we've run into, from the Vanguard, not say a goddamn word when Aelys walked by?
Yeah.
I'm blue,
and
there was a penguin.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nope.
Not a thing.
They're just sitting
And
there.
we were just like, okay.
These two colossal hulks, these like 7-foot tall walking tanks, just still sat exactly as you found them.
Do they have anything on them of value?
You want to loot the Solarborn?
No, not
Yeah,
right
do
now.
it. I'll
Do
if
it.
he doesn't do it.
No,
I'll
I'm
do it.
gonna
We'll
keep
get that.
walking.
We'll get that. You pass through the cafe car with a hole in the roof.
Do not even look.
He's in the middle of the floor.
William.
Looked like he's sort of directly under the hole. But there is a husk slumped against the wall.
It's gonna start a war between the humans and the elven. Fuck.
I didn't think about that.
This is like a terrorist attack.
Where am I with you?
Let me just finish this final
just
moment
having
before we deal with how you're going to resolve it, because I want to get to Sash and every base here. As you move into the engine car, the reason the train is stopped is because, I hate to break it to you, Warforged are a species, and there is a husk now welded to the floor.
We're not moving this train.
The Tesla coils still have energy charging through them, but the energy is not being directed or tethered anywhere, so the train is just stationary. As you cook up, well, unless you know what you want to do right now.
No, it's okay.
What did you roll?
76.
76?
76.
Trombones.
So you are going to get 152 gold pieces over the course of looting all the sort of
Nice.
stuff.
Grave robbing.
Husk robbing.
They're not using it.
Neither would I, so. Fair enough.
156?
156. Yeah, if you think you're getting the 700 gold from Harim, you're crazy.
Wasn't our fault.
Bubbles.
What up?
Are you doing anything?
I'm more wondering where I'm with Aelys. I walked with Aelys.
Yeah.
You're gonna follow
Are you going to the back?
I haven't broken stride. I've just as straight walking down, just observing.
I'm following
everything that's happening.
Aelys.
Great.
I'm walking.
Which means about 2 cars down,
We run into.
you meet. Oh my fucking god. I want to be honest with you guys, this is not how I thought today was going to go.
Well, we didn't either.
No,
That's the
And that's
phrase
fair.
Vibe
No, I
of D&D.
thought I'd.
So you meet in
Bachelorette party?
Goblinette toast.
They're toast.
all
They
all
are.
6 of them
They're
are
toast.
husks, and they were, as you know what, where were
Goblins aren't elven?
I quit.
they? No.
The only
Quit.
elven are we've got
They're a subdivision
elves,
of.
dwarves, orcs, Iskari, dragonborn, and illithid. That's it.
There are goblins in Regolus are a evolutionary offshoot of orcs, but because of that branching, they no longer count. Same thing with tieflings, right? They are connected to otherworldly bloodlines, but they are not elder-blooded specifically, so they doesn't count. You meet in sort of as you've just come through the car with all the 6 goblin husks huddled in one corner. You meet in the sort of at the end of the car where you have you've just passed by the 2 dwarven sisters who are again sort of like crowded in the corner. You meet now, bumping into Bubbles and Aelys in an otherwise a car that's completely empty because the Lyriumatic got hucked, the dwarves got moved, and Smythe and Rani are long gone.
But I
so
saw
it's just an empty car.
the husk.
You've
on
come
the
through.
way.
You have come through a
Yeah.
car with a 6 goblin husks and the half orc bodybuilder who is like pacing up and down the car, being like, "What the fuck is happening here? I'm not doing any of this.
I believe you.
I was going for an exam.
I mean-
I'm supposed to join the Legion."
you will probably pass. They let a lot of people in these days. I'm gonna like slowly, but not in a threatening way towards the orc. I'm gonna let out my whip, and I'm gonna have my shield in the other hand, and I'm like, "You stay here."
I can fight if you want.
No, I think this is a search and recover situation.
What's there to recover? As he points to the 6 husks in the corner of the room.
Why is the orc up?
Check the husk for
Orcs are-
clues. The Legionnaires love good detective skills. And I'll
Detective
check.
work.
Yes, I'll check the next car.
He gets like on all fours and is like looking under every single seat.
You're.
I'll find the clues. I'll figure this one
I'll
out.
check in with you later.
He's crawling
Soldier.
through dead
People's-
Ash.
Yeah.
Keep your mouth closed.
Clearly not that guy.
But at the tail end of the car that you're moving into,
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
otherwise completely empty, you bump into these 2.
Do you look like I think you look?
What do you mean?
What does that mean?
Horrible.
No.
What?
She
Normal
looks
now.
She looks
perfectly
perfect.
fine.
She looks perfectly fine with just
With a new scar.
You
But
look
what is your face, your expression, your eyes, your
As,
soul?
as upon seeing you, I basically just clock you as like there's something else going on. I would just see you as basically like, okay, that's someone who's alive. That's weird. Move. Like it's just like I'm
Hey,
not. I would just walk right past you.
Where's Snove?
What do you... Aelys, hold on.
No, where's Snove?
Well, hold, I can't...
If I reach the end of the thing, I'm going back up on the roof.
I follow Aelys. I'm so sorry.
Aelys, where's Snove?
Down on the train farther.
Okay, I'm gonna go that way.
I'm following Aelys.
Okay.
At a point, trying to stop her, if that can
Yeah.
be done. But
So
I don't wanna...
you keep going up looking for Sonove. You follow Aelys. Aelys, you get to you see all that you can see. I think that's we've gone through pretty much everyone now, because the goblins,
Did
the goblin bachelorette party.
Did that
marks the,
whole... I apologize if I was taking a hot too. Did that whole group that was with Nostrum...
That was the only one who was left is the Wood Elf military historian
Right,
with
incredible.
the Neversil Sidra. But yeah, you reach the end and back to the cargo car.
And
So
just-
you just head up onto the roof.
In the brain, to the Zilirian. Is this what you did in Uthevanan?
You hear nothing.
Aelys.
I'm just gonna.
Aelys, you have to stop for 2 seconds.
What happened? Exactly. What happened?
I
What did you see?
you know, sometimes I've had nightmares, and I can't even describe my nightmares as worse as what I saw. Your body opened up, your mouth opened up like a box, and you inhaled, I assume, all those people. Beings.
Not all of them.
Well, not all of them. All the ones that I guess weren't of elven descent. And me. And JB. Did you save us? What did you say? I'm sorry. I don't know if you fully want to know what happened.
I do.
Okay. Well, whatever's inside of you, I think saved you because what's their name that I can't remember? Tried to kill you. What's the name of that character?
Calivor.
Calivor came and essentially branded you.
I sort of look around at the
And the
glass.
brands that's only brand that champ. The only brand that's there. I've never called you champ in my life.
Nope.
The only brand that's there is the one on Aelys's neck, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Calivor drew other symbols, and the symbol of the Sentinel on your chest, and cut your throat where that symbol, that cut is on your throat still. And then the entire area around us went dark, and very violent things happened.
We should go. And I'll sort of.
I'm going to amend this because I've finally done the math. You get no response to the question you asked. The sensation of when you woke up in the sand, that strength, that that redoubled fortitude is not as potent as it was, but you feel fortified. You said your max health is 41?
Yeah.
And you rolled a 4 on the D4, right?
Yeah, I did. 4 on the D4.
You have 59 temporary hit points.
Jesus.
Until you take a long rest, you have 59 temporary hit points.
A reward?
I'm gonna something Woody once said to me when I liberated a crate of sushi from Wegmans.
It's on tape! It's on tape!
This was years ago. I was a different person. Allegedly, when I had made
I
up
can't
a
believe you
story.
said this.
It's not. I'd say Woody doxing his bank information is arguably worse. But if in theory, in this fictional story, I said to him, "Look, I have free dinner," and he went, "Oh, Will, it's not free. You just didn't pay for it with money. It's not a reward. You just earned something.
Yeah.
You just earned something." So Nove, after you've ruthlessly pillaged these husks, where are you ending up?
I think I was behind JB. I'm like falling kind of behind JB.
So up through the first class
like
cars.
sweeping through everything.
So
well,
that's where
if
you're
I don't
tracking
see
up
somebody
to.
who's
Yeah.
hurt, then I'm like, well, they're
Well,
not going to use the money
in the
anymore.
first class car, you'll see the white dragonborn in the scholarly robes, all his papers spilling out. He's writing things down. Go! Hello! Hi! Yes! What in the hell's happened here? Do you know? You're alive? That's a plus.
I know I am. I am and you are, and we should be very thankful.
Very incredibly grateful. Are you to be thanked for that? Did you assist in whatever was going on?
No, that was probably God who saved us.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
He straightens up, takes it. It was probably God who did that. End quote. Yes, God. Good. I have nothing else to ask of you. Let me. Do you need
Closes the broken door.
anything from me?
Well, are you hurt at all? Do you need healing? Do you
No,
need...
I'm quite. I got a little jostled, perhaps, when the train was. Was something happening up there? It was banging and clanging and shaking from side to side.
Yeah, we were attacked, but it's okay.
That's what? By whom?
We're not really sure.
Why this train? This is the local line.
I know.
It's supposed to be only the poor on this train, and then some, the wealthy up here.
Oh,
but-
and which one are you?
Oh, I'm filthy rich, but that's why I'm in the carriage here.
Oh.
But point being, it doesn't add up.
No, it doesn't. Why would you think you be spared? That's a great question.
I mean, it would have. If you need me, I will be right here in my carriage,
Okay.
just jotting down some notes for a future issue. Very intrigued, and I'll see you.
Don't go
Later.
very far.
I'm going absolutely nowhere. It shuts the door. You hear him jiggling with the handle.
It's broken.
He's still trying to.
Sano takes her finger and just like orthometry or whatever the fuck, or soft magic, wants like to draw a golden heart on the window.
I mean, can't you just fucking what's her bucket for Harry Potter? Just like that.
No, she wants it to sparkle all
Lavender
golden
brown.
light.
Yeah.
Lavender brown.
These girls, they're trying to kill me.
Norixia tweaking in the booth. Okay, but you make your way up through. You're going through the first class cars, seeing all these husks. Are you huffing it, Lenore?
I feel like I'm like a fast walk because I'm like pausing to look to make sure she's not in. You know what I mean? I cannot rush in case I miss.
Sure.
Because I do not know what happened.
Nope.
There was an angry penguin. Aelys didn't talk to me, which isn't that unusual, and there's a lot of husks.
A lot of husks.
So a quick, like I'm trying to catch up, but I don't know how far.
So I'm gonna say you meet up with JB first.
Okay.
JB, what have you been doing in the engine room this time? Probably only like, I'm gonna say 10 or so minutes since you got here at past.
I, as respectfully as I can,
Loot the corpses.
am going to remove the Warforged from where it is.
You touch the husk.
Touch the husk.
I touched. Is it a husk like ash in the same way as the other things?
Or like a corn on the
It
cob
looks
husk.
like again.
Or is it like rust?
You've seen the calcified bodies from Pompeii, right?
Yeah.
If you looked at them from the top down and hollowed them out so they were like a bathtub or a bowl
Yeah.
with the outline shaped like this body but still made out of calcified pumice, that's what we're talking about. So it's one solid object that's missing all its interior.
But it was Warforged.
Yeah.
So
Still the same.
okay.
It has been all the husks look identical save for size.
Dope. Heard and understood. Yeah, I try to move it.
You touch the husk, and there is a chill, like rushing river water running through your veins. Can I get a quick charisma saving throw from you?
Oh.
Ooh, mamma mia, that'll be bad.
Will's favorite thing to do.
It's a real.
That's bad.
It's a classic Will.
10.
There's a searing pain up the back of your neck, and you see, like in heartbeats, there are flickering, moving images of a town, a small hamlet village somewhere near farmland. Things are coming out of the ground, and there are sights of languid, lengthy creatures tearing through the village in movement, ripping it apart before burrowing back beneath the earth. As soon as the vision is there, it's gone. Hands just on the husk. Seemingly no other effect.
Yeah, I just brute force it, yank it, throw it.
With just brute. You said the words brute force. You hear the husk sort of rips apart at the base, and as you've taken a small chunk off of it, the structural integrity kind of fails, and it goes to half dust, half liquid that drops off you like oobleck, like the cornstarch, like slime, shuffs off. And then you've got the remains is sort of like a little inlaid copper small fire pit, probably about the size of the Bards of New York logo in the center of our table, maybe a little bit wider.
That's cool too.
That's inset into the floor. Looks like there are space for limbs to go in there. Like there's like leg room that sort of goes into the ground of the train. But otherwise, that's what's in its wake. What do you want to do?
Is there any other way to move the train? Like a manual...
There are manual levers and such, and like a couple cogs and wheels up in the very sort of nose of the train. They look dusty.
Okay. I go there.
Okay. I know you have proficiency with vehicles.
I do.
Have you studied trains? Okay.
Well,
But I'm a fan.
I guess, I mean,
I like trains.
I like trains.
I have proficiency in vehicles.
Yeah, that's gonna help you.
There are not many vehicles in this world.
What is it like? Do you have Class D
Yeah.
driver's license?
And,
or-
like,
Or can
he
you
knew
drive a
of the
bus?
train.
Yeah.
We've
You've
seen a
ridden it
train.
before.
He knew of a train is a great
Yeah,
one.
he doesn't know.
Raiders!
Hi,
Scout!
Raiders!
Raiders.
You've come to an interesting time.
Interesting time.
Oops.
Are you gonna attempt to...
Yes.
Okay.
I regret nothing.
If there's no power coming to it, I'm gonna try to zap it.
The power is on. The
Okay.
4 Tesla coils in this room are still crackling with energy, but they are just not. The Warforged in there was channeling the energy and making a pathway using itself as a conduit. The conduit's now gone. The energy's still there. The controls.
Before I do that again, yeah, I'm gonna try to find if there's like a lever that goes like that, if there's a button, if there's like a fucking thing I can just fucking
Chug it, chug it, chug
yeah,
it, chug it.
if I can just chug it.
I mean, not really. Like you've got 2 different on the console, you've got like a small little wheel with a handle on it, with a sort of a handlebar coming out up here. You've got a series of different levers down here. One that's clearly a red marked brake. That with a proficiency in vehicles. Oh yeah, the brake, the emergency brake.
Got it.
And then a couple switches in the middle as well. I will have, if you want, I will allow you to do me an intelligence saving throw with advantage, thanks to your proficiency, to see if you can just be like, okay, how does a boat work? What would be the rudder analog? What would be the axle? Just to see if you can get a general sense of the layout of these controls.
What make go?
Yeah, what may go? Intelligence save with advantage.
For posterity's sake, Aelys would have gotten off the train.
Gotten off the train?
Yes.
I wouldn't have let you get off the train.
I would have walked into the center.
Then we're gonna have to do this in a moment. Oh my god. Okay. It's as JB is sussing this out that Sonova, you walk in here.
JB, what's going on here?
I'm trying to make the train go.
I think we should maybe just call for help and then boogie. Sugar.
Jesus.
Unless you know how to drive a train.
Well, if I had to quantify it,
Numerically?
I got an 18.
18? You
I rolled a
feel-
19. You said intelligence?
I did say
Yeah,
intelligence.
I got an
You
18.
got an 18. You feel fairly confident. You think, okay, if that's the brake, this must be like acceleration, deceleration.
Okay.
These ones
I'm
are
not like
for-
just start going like.
No, but you're just like looking at them.
I'm looking at it.
The two switches in the middle must be some kind of track switcher,
Okay.
and this must
You
be a
don't have
power
guidance?
director.
Okay.
With some of the other levers telling you where that power is exactly going to go, and this applies the charge.
Great.
You can sort of sense about, where the general thing, and with that information, you feel like you could get the train moving.
Okay. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I think we all need to get somewhere safe. And then we need to sit and talk, because clearly there's more happening with so many parts of... We just have not been told a lot of information about a lot of things. But I don't think we can stay here. Do you want to drive the train? We got to make sure everybody's on the train.
No, I met a. You're right. I met a person who I think can drive the train. He's kind of stupid, but
Oh, the
it-
bitchy dragonborn?
no,
Oh.
the historian.
Oh yeah, him. Was he not dragonborn?
He was wood
He's
elf.
Wood Elf.
Oh, yeah, him.
Well then.
Yeah, he sucks, but he could probably drive a train.
Would have been.
I might just.
I know, sugar. I know. But we gotta go. We gotta go. We cannot be here.
Okay.
And we get somewhere safe, and then we figure and process, right?
I'm just trying to think ahead. If we are not on this train
Yeah.
and it arrives in the station, or if we do not get it moving and it's just found here,
Yeah.
we are in serious trouble.
We were never on this train.
We are on the. We were documented even in the fake way. We were on the train,
Okay.
right?
I don't know. You're the one who bought the tickets.
No, I mean the from Herin.
Yeah.
Herin gave us one dossier.
Dossier.
He gave us one folder that was real and one that was fake.
Yeah.
Both said train.
Yeah.
So
What's your concern?
I'm concerned that if we're not on the train, it's going to look really bad on
We
us.
could have easily been dusted just like all these other people.
But at some point, we are going to return.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm saying it might be better to do that now instead of having a lot of time pass, so then we have to be like, oh yeah, this happened, and we totally went somewhere else.
It's at this point that Lenore arrives in the engine room.
And then we fucked around for a while.
Thank God you're okay. Everyone is Ash. I'm so glad you're okay.
Everyone is Ash.
Look who decided to show up.
I know, I understand.
Thank God, not a moment.
I understand.
Oh!
I'm so sorry.
Oh!
I can explain. I can explain.
Yeah, how
really
you
good
wanted
news.
the tablet?
I know, and I'm so excited because we wanted the same thing, and I think I know where we have to go with it. And
Oh,
because
yeah.
you wanted it and I wanted it, we can be together.
Oh, but you wanted this tablet this whole time and never decided to tell me?
No, I found out right when I saw it.
Just a
My
brief.
boss was like, hey. Sorry, well.
I meant to say this at the end of the last session. If you have at any point looked directly at the stone with the sigil on it, your sigil of Aelys lights up. This pulses with matter. There's a connection you could choose to access.
Ooh.
Not right now.
The proof.
Just letting you know.
The beacon.
I don't know if I've explained my relationship with my boss very well, but I'm on a very need-to-know, last-minute basis. I don't get the plans in advance, and so when we were standing there, they just said, that's really important. And I was like, well, and being an independent contractor, you don't have a lot of, like, say in the like, you know what I mean? That was the task I was given. You have it, right? Because if you don't, this is gonna really derail what I think we can do.
We have it.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, just tell her all our fucking secrets. Cool.
Thank you, JB.
It is the same principle as what I was saying with the Copper Legion. At some point, she will know we have it, so it's better to say now.
I didn't know that I wanted the same thing you guys did.
I don't.
Until that guy was holding it. And I am so happy that my boss wants me to do something that you also want to do. And I can explain it better later, but as you've probably noticed, I can just be gone at a moment's notice, and I don't get to ask to come back. But he is allowing me to come back to where you are. And so if we're working towards the same thing, that means that I can keep seeing you. Tell you're upset.
I'm glad you're not a husk. Let's go find our friends, and then we need to figure out a game plan. I don't think you're wrong. Maybe we could be like, oh no, we were also victims on the train, and somehow we survived, and we have no idea.
Did the Sentinel do all of this?
Yes.
Camera pans. Camera pans.
Wow.
We wind the clock back a little while. Just after the pair of you got onto the top of the train. Bubbles and Aelys.
I would just have observed, see if anyone was there.
Nothing's on the top of the train.
Because the girl I was holding was just toast, disintegrated,
Gone.
Just seeing that, I think I would have just jumped off in the sand and started just walking for a bit.
So it's a long fall. I guess you have
I got that feather fall.
monk fall.
Aelys, I can't jump, and you can't leave.
The train's not going anywhere.
And you shouldn't either. Just wait. Just wait for 2 seconds.
I just don't.
Yeah, you can sulk all you want. Shit's happened to all of us. It's okay. I mean, it's not. But it's really... You can't just walk away from your problems. I should take that advice. Regardless, you can't. It will only give you more of the hatred and upset feeling that you're feeling currently.
That's the only thing that gives me strength.
That is detrimental to your mental health.
I've noticed.
Bubbles, an advocate for mental health.
Ally.
Go to therapy.
Go to therapy, truthfully.
Everyone should go.
It's true.
Life pit stop. Go to therapy. I don't care if you don't think you need it. You need it.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
That's the only thing that gives me strength.
You know, I don't believe that to be true.
That doesn't matter to me.
It seems harsh. Are you in the sky right now? What's
No,
going
I just
on?
Aelys jumped off the train, slow fold, and is just walking through the sand.
Can I go to the edge and get down off the train and then get on?
Yeah, if you want to take the time to...
I'm gonna fucking die if I
Yeah.
jump off the train.
Yeah?
It's like a chicken jumping off like a high thing where it's like they kind of feel like
I'm
they're
gonna,
flying for a second.
I have 7 hit points. I'm gonna become
Bubbles on
unconscious.
the top of the train. Tail! Yeah, you can sort of like penguin shimmy down the train, down the railing into the sand.
While I'm doing this,
I think I won't like. I guess like a dune, just a little bit far away, and I'd probably just sit and like look.
You're not like Bach.
I'm not walking out.
Damn it.
I just I
Going
wanted
get
to
some milk
remove
at the store and some cigarettes,
myself.
walking out
I
with
will
us.
I will walk. I'll continue to keep walking and say, Aelys, you can't just. And I get up. It's a long walk. I got short legs. You can't just. You have to face whatever the fuck is inside of you.
That's why I'm here,
To sit and talk?
to think about this. Because I don't think this is the worst thing I've done.
That is terrifying and scary. Scarifying. Now,
I don't remember what I asked, did I? Do I?
yes,
Do I remember that I spared them?
There is a dreamlike thought you have
Yeah.
about holding or choosing your party.
And Elven?
I think, if anything, that feels more instinctual for you anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was
The thought you remember. I think as you're walking into the sand, you get a clearer physiological image of like wading on the sea of bodies. And
I think she throws up at that.
got it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
As you puke,
Gross.
it could be the wind, it could be the dunes whipping up, it could just be your mania setting in.
She knows where it is. The night-touched one. She knows.
That's a lot. So sorry for the throb. DM, did we hear Aelys say not them? No, we didn't hear that.
No.
Okay, great. Good to know.
You saw Aelys die and break the world apart.
Break the world apart. Yeah. Okay, how about this? What steps can we take to not have that happen again?
I need to find a book.
What book?
The Dreamer's Codex. I need to understand it.
The Dreamer's Codex?
Yes, it's the first person who had it.
Okay. Who had it? You did.
The book? Or no, it's Aelys, the Dreamer.
Okay.
It's his book. He's
That's
the
what you're trying to do?
That's why I'm here.
Incredible. That's why you're in the sand. Is it similar to Sanova's book?
I don't know.
You
I
don't
don't know.
Is it similar to...
No, it supposedly details what the Zilirian is, and if I can get it, I can understand it, and I can use him.
Will that get what's inside of you out?
No.
Well, then that isn't what you should do.
It is mine, and I am it. Forever.
You are the thing inside of you forever?
That's what I am. That is my purpose.
The thing that killed all those beings on the train
Yes.
is inside of you forever.
Yes. Do you still want to sit next to me?
Well, I'm still here, aren't I? Bubbles. Bubbles kind of... You're facing this way, Bubbles' face is this way. Looking towards the train.
As long as you sit there, there'll be more bodies like them.
before I figure out how to control it.
But here's my question. Why didn't I die? Did you save me? You can answer.
I think so.
You think you saved me?
I think I saved you each.
Why?
I think I need you.
More or less than what's inside of you.
I don't know.
Fair assessment. You killed my friend.
Who were they? Which one?
The one you shot.
You knew him?
Mm-hmm.
Who was he then, to you?
A friend from a different life. It's a lot of explaining that I frankly should explain, but not one at a time. It's sort of like a group explain.
I'll sort of turn and look back at the train then. I'm sure they'll get out sooner or later.
You have no way to control what happened to you.
I'm working on it.
That's fair.
And there's just the slightest bit of, bless you, a smile she can't like keep in. Just a slight one. Look at how strong they are.
Who?
The Xilerian. Sort of gestures to the train. Look at what they can do.
You know, strength isn't everything. I'm not very strong.
Yes, you are. In a way I can never be again.
But the way that they're full of strength doesn't seem like a way that you want to be. Or if you want to be, that's maybe a whole other conversation. Because their strength that you are so enamored by just took out most of a train car.
But not all of them. Not the ones I'd save.
Bubbles, I think at that they're just sit in silence for a little bit.
Okay. Above table.
Oh.
We are going to say at this point, it has been 3 hours since the train departed
Oh, okay.
from Solivara.
I thought you meant.
No.
Yeah.
We're not even halfway there!
Half an hour of that has been spent with the train stalled. Unless you punch it chewy right now, the train is going to be late. Or more than likely, unless you continue, unless you know, fast and furious the train. Odds are going to be that the train is going to be late on arrival to Faleeria, and questions will start to be raised. What do you want to do?
Where are y'all in relative of us?
We're just at the front of the train.
And for the
Are
sake of
you-
posterity, who is the whistle? Is that you? You got the whistle?
The
Yeah.
whistle?
The sand whistle?
The sandhog
the
whistle.
worm
Yeah,
whistle.
I do.
Sick. Thank you.
I think your idea, plus Sanove's crazy, that we go, oh no, Sentinel attacked the train. We tried to, get them off, and they ended up killing almost everyone, and then they left. And we just, get to, not Silvara, to Faleeria, and are like, We tried our best, and we just look as haggard and wounded as possible.
And what we can say is that we could get the train moving, not be on it, go retrace our steps, and take fucking care of
There are Sentinel folks?
the other Sentinel folks that are still alive.
If they're still there.
If they're still there. Regardless, even if we don't do that, we say that that was our goal to then, like, get off, and then after the train is there, then we can return. My only worry
Gaslight Gatekeeper.
is that, like, if we're not there for when the chaos is happening, we don't get to control
The narrative.
where it lands.
Yeah.
Gaslight Gatekeeper, go,
I
boss,
think
let's go!
Also, none of the people who fell off the train saw what happened, so it could have easily. If we're like, your other team members broke bad.
Yeah, Smythe went crazy mode.
Yeah.
Charring, lightning, could happen.
So Sentinel didn't do this?
This is a buff table.
Rachel.
I mean, we are definitely having
A conversation close to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we all good with that? That plan?
So we're getting
John
off
is
the
good with that
train?
plan.
Sorry, or we're staying on?
Staying on the
We're
train.
staying on. Who's running the train? Because I will cast guidance on them
We're gonna make
for
the nerd run
We-
the train.
figuring
we are-
out running the train.
I think we're.
I mean, now we're not, because if we're on the train, then he doesn't need to be there.
Okay.
What I think we should do is
Can you run the train?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are going to be in the
With some hogs.
front car. We're going to tell everybody to consolidate. We're just going to get there.
Yep.
And yeah, I think that the story is that Sentinel attacked.
Yep.
Story.
Okay. My two friends off the train. You're sitting there in silence. I imagine some version of that conversation is starting to take place in the engine room. Just like, what do we do? How do we move forward so that we control what people know? The pair of you have been sitting in silence, just staring at the train.
I'll do a quick heraldic bond to see where they are. If they're within 314 meters.
You can tell as you sort of send that pulse out. You can sense that they are diagonal from you, somewhere in the direction in the front of the train.
Okay, I'll keep that noted.
I think we should hoof it. You know what that means?
Where?
Back on the train. Where else are we gonna go? We're in the desert.
You could call the sand the worms, I suppose.
Well, let's at least reconvene with everyone else. I don't think we should be divided in this way.
She'll sort of stand and dust herself off. I don't particularly think they'll want to see me. And so I'll start walking around and I'll sort of turn as I'm going, thank you.
Oh. Yes. Of course.
I'm sorry I put you in danger.
Yeah. Well.
Okay. If you're heading back on the train, I imagine that you probably get on Aelys's back, you clamber up the... I mean, unless you really want to roll me your athletics check to climb up the sleek metal bars of the
I was gonna slide on the sand.
To where?
To the train.
To get
The
onto
train is
Oh,
30
sorry,
feet
sorry,
up
sorry, sorry.
off the sand on
Sorry.
those like pillars.
You can
The
just-
monk is going to be able to scale that. The wizard penguin, I'm less
It's fair.
confident about.
Wizard penguin needs uppies.
Wizard penguin needs uppies.
Can you bring me up, please?
Yeah, I'm clambering on him up. But I do not want to go. I want to go, like, keep the bond going. I don't want to get on the train till I know they're right there. I don't want to go up and meet some random boy.
No, yeah, I mean, you can tell that they're...
Alright, then I'm going straight to the...
As you get to the towards the train and up, sort of back onto the train rails, you can tell they're almost certainly in the engine car.
Then I'm going. I'll help little Penguin Man out.
Okay, so as you guys are piecing together, okay, we just need to get back to Faleeria in good time and handle this when we get there. As you're having that conversation and starting to set yourself up to start driving the train, these two walk onto the car. The 5 of you are now in the engine room.
Hello.
Hi.
They were just saying you guys did a great job against Sentinel, and I'm sorry that I wasn't there to help. And I'm glad you all kept Snow safe. I'm sorry I picked you up without your consent, and but I didn't want to leave you behind. I won't do that again, and I'm sorry I wasn't there to help you guys fight, but you obviously took care of a really tough situation.
Seeing Lenore, do I make a connection?
You know.
Cool.
No. What?
I think we should get the train moving.
Sinov, can you go and tell the passengers that we are...
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Especially that nerd. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna cook up for me what your loud hailer prompt is as you walk through the train, because that's what I'm gonna need from you before I have you make a roll. Continue, my engine car friends.
Guidance on boy running train.
Thank you. I fill in what the plan that we came up with to the joiners, and then I just start the train.
Okay. So I'm gonna do 3 things here. I'm gonna go 1, 2 for the vehicle roll, 3. 1. The way we're gonna play this, so you're not having individual come to the light, and by the light I mean the front of the train. I'm gonna need from you, you're gonna wander through these cars, each one at a time, giving essentially the same pitch, attention or whatever your pitch is, to let people know. I wanna hear what you have to say, and then I need a fat PH persuasion check.
Okay.
Make sure to mention we are Copper Legion. We are the officer on the scene. We are handling the situation.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or are we making it worse?
We have to be.
Snove does the little thaumaturgy to make her voice louder. Even if they're right there.
Attention,
The Quidditch World Cup has begun!
So it's more of a train-wide announcement.
Thunders through the cars.
Attention, survivors.
Jesus.
Survivors!
On the next episode of Survivor.
Come on in, guys! Morning, guys!
Attention, survivors. This is Sinov Oleander, D-rank agent with the Copper Legion. I am here with my team. We were on the train when we were all attacked by an entity calling themselves Sentinel. Unfortunately, casualties have happened, but congratulations, you have survived.
Jesus Christ.
My God.
We should have sent someone else.
My deepest condolences to any who are injured, who have lost loved ones. There will be emotional support in the front of the train.
The bedside manner. The bedside manner is tough.
This is sterile.
We are.
This is giving
not the
Bioshock.
congratulations.
It's giving like a dark version of The Good Place.
Yeah.
And you're Janet.
The sussy place.
My team and I are working to get the train running, and we will get ourselves back to Faleeria, where we can join up with more officers and public officials who can help us sort through this. If anyone still needs medical attention, please seek me out. If you have any questions, we're happy to answer them as best we can. We're still sorting through the details, so if you have any information, please come forward. But please come to the front of the car for your safety. Thank you very much.
Bing, bing, bing.
Yep.
Hit me with a persuasion roll. And you know what? No. I was going to give you advantage.
And then I said
But you
congratulations.
said you congratulated them for surviving. Give me a straight roll.
Tasteless.
Disgusting.
Dos.
Do it.
Congratulations.
When it was fucking one of yours. Disgusting.
It's fucking, it's like GLaDOS.
Jesus, it is.
Congratulations. You've won.
You're the only one who survived the cleansing.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
16.
It's better than 15.
Oh. Oh no.
Nope. They rolled with disadvantage and got a 12 and a 1. Your voice
Sandwiches in the food carrier.
echoes through the train. And it does not take long at all for you to start seeing movement. The first person to gather in the car that has the 2 Solarborn armors just sitting there is the Dragonborn.
I thought we were keeping them back.
How far back?
She just made an announcement
Like the nicer cars.
These are
Yeah.
the nicer
These
cars.
are the nicer cars.
Not the there's the driver's seat.
Yeah.
And then there's an empty car
There's
with
the
just
cafe.
Solarborn.
Cafe, and then there's the first of the first class cars is the one with the 2 Solarborn in it, with all the nice couches and the.
And there's also no charred
There are no
corpses in
husks
there.
in there. Every other car on the train, except for the second to last car of the standard class, has charred husks.
Okay. So we
There's
have
a
a
husk
cafe.
in the cafe card.
There's a husk in the cafe car,
Just one.
but there are none in the
dear friend,
Solarborn car.
So they'll be in first class. We can chill on the floor in the cafe
Yeah.
car and eat their bad
There was-
cheese.
There was one room in the first class cars that had only the Dragonborn. There was a bunch of empty things,
Yeah.
and then
One
the
of the-
2 people that
yeah.
are still alive.
I believe they got cooked.
They got cooked. The Dragonborn is the only person from his. Yeah. The 2 people who looked like Regolus Gothic got cooked, because they were humans.
Well, since there's not a lot of survivors, we don't need a lot of space.
Nope.
Congratulations.
I just think having a bit of a buffer.
Congratulations.
And I don't know if I.
You've got an upgrade.
Can we hear
I
that
don't know if we
announcement
should
from
let
the
them see
engine?
the solar.
You're alive.
I don't know if we should let them see the Solarborn.
That's fair. I stand with that. I have to go pee up.
It's happening.
Okay.
Do we all
It's
hear
happening.
the
It's fine.
announcement?
Yeah,
though, for
you
the
all
front?
hear the announcement.
I'm gonna look at them and just be like, she's always been this positive, and I like to encourage it, even if it doesn't always come off the best.
I don't think congratulations was the right words.
As you're starting to
Could have been a better word.
crank the power and crank the. Can I get
But
a? Because
the
there's no
intent
vehicle
was
check.
good.
I'm gonna do a dexterity plus proficiency,
You have a guidance from Sweet.
Add
which is a
that.
D4, right?
Yes, add that D4 on my love. I also have 2 blessings of Halifax. Thank you, friends. I just haven't gotten to use them yet.
Survivors.
Survivor.
You are ours. Congratulations! You've merged. You've made it to the merger.
Here's a meal.
Here's the merge feast. A stale cracker.
A solid 16.
That's what I needed from you. You start cranking. Where's my music? You start cranking these.
Yes.
Fucking music will.
The Tesla cores, and as you start pulling them some other switches, the power starts migrating, essentially. You shunt it to the wheels, you shunt it to the track, and the train lifts a little bit. And the train starts moving. Reaches is pretty in not much time at all. It reaches the pace that you were accustomed to it having before everything slowed down. It's taking your focus. You have to like continuously. Okay, now I've got to. It's like overcooked, right? Okay, I've got to tweak this so the power doesn't go too low. Got to shunt the power these places. Got to make sure we're in line, not going too fast. But you're there. As the train starts moving, bubbles I'm assuming you're there with them in the engine room as people are starting to gather in the first class car.
Yeah.
You hear it first. Wing, wing, wing. Wing, wing, wing. Wing, wing, wing.
Bubbles?
Wing, wing, wing. Wing, wing, wing. Wing, wing, wing. And that's when you notice from the sort of cylindrical bulb at the top of your staff that does unfold into the gyroscope and the hourglass, there's a little green light. Wing, wing, wing. Wing, wing, wing. Wing, wing, wing. And you would know
So sorry.
that's a request beacon.
Yeah. That's what I assumed
See you
it
in
was.
like 15 minutes,
Yep.
folks. Go take a break, get some snacks, and we'll come back for the back end of the train ride back
I
to Faleeria.
do want to quickly say, if you're not on our Discord, come join our Discord. But I said that I was working on the halftime show. I have not put it in yet. So if you do have fan art, cosplays, whatnot that you have that you want in the halftime show, send them in before next week because that's when the new halftime show will
It'll be great.
Do it.
But in the meantime, it'll be the one we had before. Goodbye!
See ya!
Oh, shit.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bards of New York, the live, chaotic, beautiful mess that we all know and love, where we usually, at one point, will play D&D together. We'll be starting to play D&D at some point soon, and then probably stop, then start again, and then stop, and then giggle, and I'll fart a bunch, and then we'll have a good time.
Why even do the stream?
You're hitting the nail too hard on the head, man.
Come for the D&D, but stay for the absolute chaos that is Bards of New York. I love you.
I've makeshifted or found a leather glove. And
Michael Jackson.
Shut up.
but
Howard Hee.
instead of Misty Step, it's Moonwalk.
No attacks of opportunity.
When you catch shielding yourself, it's not a shield. You just kind of lean over it like this much.
Also, there's the whole aspect of that miasma.
Do you have an inhaler for that?
Oh, you beat me to it by just 1 second.
I mean, I used to, as a child, had some asthma, but I've grown out of it since. Miasma.
Yar.
Fuck you.
Pirate ventilator then.
Made out of wood,
I lost my albuterol along.
We keep our rescue inhaler in my hook.
Ah, 'tis less effective than me old steroid.
Can't do a New York accent.
Just try your best. Come on.
Somebody, you know.
Say bagels and schmear.
Bagels and schmear. You know, somebody.
I didn't realise there was a New York over there.
Not mine, from Old York, yeah?
Say, hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm walking here, alright? You know, I'm just.
It's immediately back.
I'm having all kinds of trouble, and.
Now you sound like a British person trying to do an American accent.
Like, you're like, oh, did?
I did?
How dare you?
What do you want to do with my crew?
Have a lot of benefits but zero work? What do you even do?
We got somebody who does a lot of fart noises. We got somebody who likes to, steal babies. And it's kind of in between those two things.
Really? That's the range? Really? That's the range?
Hey!
I think a creative coordinator, a creative director position would be really great because Jesus Christ, that's horrific.
You're beautiful and capable of great things, like murder. Don't do that though, unless it's completely necessary. Anyway, bye.
To me, you have always been the brightest star. And the most powerful star.
I kiss her.
There's a couple that are harvest flavored. They say it's more of a savory sweet almost. Like it has a very almost like umami sort of sense to it. And it's,
Mommy.
y'all.
Excellent work.
Y'all.
Excellent work. It was ubiquitous and it made me upset. I just wanted to buy pastries.
Pentagonal. Pentagonal.
You'll be
Pentagon.
Pentagon.
Pentagonal. Pentagonal.
Diagonally. Somebody called the Pentagon.
Pentagonally. Pentagonally.
Fuck out of here.
Pentigony.
By Aelys.
What do you do? Smell burning toast?
Always.
Pentagonal.
Pentagussy.
Pentades.
So feeble. Let's stop being so mean to Woody.
No. If I may support you.
It was a really valiant attempt.
How many sides does that thing have? Say that again.
Pentagonal.
Gaggle on these nuts.
So, the mechanic where you make choices as your character that then affects the world at large. To me, there's no better version of that than D&D, where not only do you get to escape to a world and make choices within it as a character entirely your own, that then your own choices are a catalyst for an evolution of the world that evolves with you, but you get to do that with other people. So it's not just a pre-thought out, I'm going to make these choices to make these things happen. It's a group of people, all that you can have banter with and laugh with, but at the end of the day, you are exploring a world for the first time, together as a group, making these little chaotic decisions which bloom across the world, causing it to change with you and grow with you as your characters level up and grow. What brings me back to D&D over and over and over again is like assisting in the growth and the blossoming of a world that will be cultivated by accident through a ragtag group of adventurers' actions.
I know, but that's the...
Welcome back.
Hi, folks. Hope you grabbed a snack.
Hope you grabbed a deuce.
Delicious drink.
What?
Because we are gonna
You heard what I
dive
said.
right back in.
Hope you
to
grabbed
a
a deuce.
long nighttime train ride.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can play my guitar.
So,
bubbles on the keys.
the train, internally at least, other than the echoing sounds of the wheels clattering just above the tracks themselves as the lightning from the coils of the engine room makes its way through the train structure, the train is quiet. The air is somber, heavy, weary. But despite all of the tumult and terror that took place over the past hour, there is something almost upsettingly peaceful. All of that fervor and adrenaline has sort of bled out, and we are left with just movement towards the original goal you set out towards. And while I did leave us with the ming, 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 we're gonna get there.
It's not gonna go away?
Well, I'm gonna bounce around temporally as I touch upon everyone. We'll get there. The night is yours. There are going to be long stretches of track, particularly on the back end of this, near Faleeria, when you go underground into the tunnel, where as long as the pace of the train has been kept, you probably won't have to do much work to keep it moving. So I'm going to go around to all of you and ask you, how are you going to occupy your time for these long 6 hours? I'm going to start with the Lenore.
Since I don't know that I should be restraining Aelys at this time.
Aelys did nothing.
What do you mean?
Because she told me Sentinel did all this to the train. I'm... After Sonove gets back from, like, talking to everyone and stuff, I mostly stayed with JB at the front in case he needed guidance, and I'm gonna shuffle over to wherever she is. Where are you?
I'm probably sitting on the counter of the food cart thingy.
Okay.
Food counter.
I will go and
Kicking
lean
my
against
legs.
the
I was about to say
wall.
kicking your
feet. Kicking your feet. I'm gonna
Husk
go
of
lean.
Joseph Halley slumped upon the wall. across
Oh,
the room.
yeah. I'll lean against the wall opposite of you so I can be looking at you.
Next to the husk?
Yeah.
Next to the husk.
I can't believe you guys defeated all the Sentinel guys. They seem pretty nasty.
Well, we are Copper Legion, and I have God on my side.
True. So you're mad at me.
I am.
Yeah. When you were really little and you were mad at me, I would just tickle you, and then you would be like, I forgot what you're mad about.
Try that, I dare you.
I'm over here. And I told you anytime you want me to leave, I'll leave. But I think you're mad at me because we're misunderstanding each other. And I think we're in much more similar situations than you realize.
The floor, well, most of it, just that corner where there's not dust, is yours.
So did my salt and pepper analogy not really work? Yesterday? The day before?
You're half good magic, half bad magic?
It didn't work. So, like, remember when I was trying to teach you about science stuff a little bit and, like, anatomy and DNA, and you weren't really interested in it until you realized you wanted to be a healer?
Yeah.
And every single part of you is made up of DNA, right? It's you. It's every little bit. Right?
Yeah.
So, when I was dropped in the distortion, it was like the magic was like eating away at my body, my DNA. Like if my DNA is the salt, and the magic was the pepper, and then it got all mixed up, and so my DNA is still half me, but it's also half the distortion.
She's a phantom.
So that's why every now and then I kind of start to fade because I have to go back there for that half of me to remain full, like charged. You know, it's not a magic that I can do or that anything comes from it, but it was being there changed me, my body. Not my heart, not my soul, not my mind.
How do you know?
Because if it had completely taken over, I wouldn't have cared about my name. I wouldn't remember where I was from. I would just be like obsessed with the distortion. So it was like the half of my DNA that like held on is what's kept me me.
As far as you know.
As far as I know. But if it had completely taken over me, I wouldn't have the same personality. I wouldn't call myself Lenore. I wouldn't care about anything from before being in the distortion. And I do care. So, and it's not bad magic, it's just is. It's raw magic. That's why I thought the salt and pepper, I thought raw cooking ingredients, and you like salt so much that I thought it would make you like the analogy better.
So you're saying this raw magic, like, it hasn't been touched at all by bad gods or my god?
No. Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge.
It just
is. It's like a natural...
It's like waiting to be influenced.
I don't know if it can be influenced. You're not really supposed to get out, is my understanding. I was dropped in there with the intent of not being able to get out. I've avoided, anyone who would want to put me back, but it just exists as like a natural phenomenon, like a hurricane.
You said you don't believe magic is tainted.
No.
Show me your work.
So, do you think my magic is tainted because it doesn't look the same as yours? Because magic really looks different based on the user, and I, the Sentinel that I raised, would not judge someone based on appearance.
It's definitely not on appearance. You don't follow God anymore.
I work for a different god.
A god who abandoned us, who left and left magic tainted. Took the good parts of magic and left.
I can't speak for him. I'm an agent of him, not in that way. But I don't think it was a leaving by choice from like what I glean. It's like how I left you, but I didn't choose to leave you. And I tried to come back for you and got thrown in the distortion, but it's fine. Like, I got out, but it's fine. Everything's fine.
Just walk it off.
Just walk it off. I think it's really hard sometimes to learn new information and have to see how it fits with how you see the world. And I think something that's always been so amazing about you is you've not let other people influence you in that way. Even when all of our brothers were trying to push you to do what they wanted you to do, you knew who you were. And I think that confidence can sometimes make it harder for you to receive new information. Because I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that you don't know all of the things that you don't know. And that's okay.
So let's say this god who left, either of their own volition or not, but still left, still took the good parts of magic with them, is back.
Trying.
How do you know they just won't leave again?
I don't know that for sure. But I think because they're fighting so hard to be here, they wouldn't easily leave. And I don't know all of their reasons, but they keep telling me we're very similar. And that's how I feel about trying to be around you, and one day trying to see everyone else. And so I imagine if V and I are actually as similar as they want me to believe, I don't think they'd let that go very easily. But he might just be saying we're similar to use me, so, you know, how gods are. They promise you a lot of things. It's best to not accept the promises.
Everything I've ever wanted Stella has given me.
Really? At no cost. Now that is benevolence. Do you hear that? I think V's being nice to me in his own way, because normally I've never returned back to the same place. And I keep coming to wherever you are.
But that's because this person wants you to bring that stone tablet somewhere.
I think so.
Where?
If I tell you, will you just go without me? Or could we go together?
Sure.
Really?
Unless you do something that's not trustworthy again.
That's
Brief hold.
Yeah.
Just to clarify.
Yeah.
The message you received that we talked about,
Not about
completely
the
separate.
tablet. Don't actually know where to go. Cool.
I had a feeling that might clarify. Yeah.
Thank you. Does Lenore know that it's not related?
Yeah, I think, to put it in like Skyrim terminology, you were put somewhere,
Yeah.
forcibly given a new quest, and then taken away from where you could complete it.
Oh.
But they don't know it's a new quest.
You do. You do. That's all I'm giving you.
Yeah.
The shaker
Above
in
table,
there.
above
The
table.
shaker in there is. Ugh. Get me going.
Order of operations, there might be some other more helpful things to do in the meantime. I don't know. I think the most important thing for the moment is keeping the tablet safe and within the hands of people we trust. You know, step one, get to where we're going, get safe, find transportation.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Who do you trust?
Me. JB sometimes. I trust him in a fight. He gave me a cigarette once. That was nice. Bubbles has shown interest in my arm, which makes me not trust him.
I don't much trust Bubbles either.
Yeah.
Yo.
And Aelys, you can tell that you can't trust Aelys just by her eyes.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, she might look slightly happier when she's looking towards you, but she is. That is a young girl drowning. Like, she has demons. And, like, she looks so hungry. When I look at her, it just makes me nervous to be around her because I don't know what she's going to do. Because she seems so power hungry and so sad. I don't know if you see that, because she seems kind of nice to you. But I get nervous being around people that feel very desperate. So that's why I'm a little standoffish. I didn't know if it was noticeable, but I'm a little standoffish with Aelys.
Lenore, subtle you are not. I would say that I think Aelys is... Stella told me that she needs help fixing herself.
I would agree with that.
And that I'm supposed to help her.
You have to? Does it have to be you? This feels dangerous, but if you think you can handle it.
I've never failed at anything in my life.
I know. I know. Oh, I'm so glad that you still say that.
It might be a t-shirt.
Yeah.
A
tattoo. A tombstone.
I still don't trust you. I still don't feel like... I don't know. It's hard. After you left, we had to forget you existed and replace those memories or forget them. So it's hard.
I understand. Do you remember a lot?
Yeah. I just don't know what's true anymore. I don't know if you're true or if what Inara and everybody else said is true.
Definitely not Inara. If there's anything I can do to make you more comfortable, if you have more questions anytime, day or night, I will answer the best I can.
Okay.
Anything you want to know. I just need you to understand how much I did not want to be away.
swear that?
I do.
What do you swear upon now?
I don't really have anything of value other than my life. I don't have money. I don't have a religion. I don't have a home right now. Or friends. It's just... I do not know how much weight that carries with you, but that's what I swear on.
You swear on your life? Okay. Do you want some old cheese?
Oh, sure, I'm starving. I haven't slept in so long, and I'm so hungry. So if I fall asleep in a little bit, please don't be offended.
You could curl up behind this snack tray thingy.
You could just sleep on the carpeted ground behind
On the ground.
the bar.
I might go in the engine room where it's warmer.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great point, actually, because of the number of holes in the carriages of the train and the fucking freezing nighttime desert air. The train is cold.
Yeah.
Engine room is not. Tesla coil's keeping things warm. Rest of the train's cold. And even if it was warm outside, it would be cold in the train. As this sibling interaction winds down with the sharing of old cheese in a dining car.
Delicious.
Bubbles. Even if what you want to be doing is separate from this, I'm going to start. You're getting that
Okay.
beacon on the
As
staff.
soon as I see that, I go, I gotta take a call, and I run, and I'm gonna run out of the engine room, and
you'll just watch him go.
Not suspicious.
Walk through. Where can I get to an area that I'm by myself?
I mean, you're walking through the car where everybody, the other 10, 12 passengers.
Just keep walking.
You keep walking. If you walk as far as the, down 4 cars into the standard cars, ain't nobody there but the dead.
Great. I'll go there.
Aelys, follow her. What? Follow him. Spy on him.
Why?
Because he's hiding something.
Yes.
He knew that guy.
Yes.
What are you doing, Bubbles?
As soon as I'd like to go down to a place where I see him alone, and I will. As soon as I'm alone, I will answer.
Again, you haven't done this yourself before, but you've seen other people do it on various escapades. You tap the staff, just hold it, tap it on the ground, hold it firm. The green light holds steady. The gyroscope opens up, and a voice projects. It's sort of distorted, as is common practice, but you would recognize this to be at least somebody in the upper rankings of the court.
Exigent Operative Thegas. Ownership of the staff has changed. Report.
Hello.
This is not the Thegas this staff was assigned to.
No, he died.
Explain.
He was killed.
Explain.
He was killed by members of the party he was traveling with.
Deception check.
I like it.
Oh, that's so high for old Dan. I just rolled twice in D&D Beyond as well. Don't mention that. That was a history check. Deception, you say?
Deception.
Where the fuck is deception? Oh, 19.
19.
Let's go. Let's go.
Chamon.
What'd you roll? What'd you roll?
I rolled 17.
Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
There was a moment of silence. The green light's still there.
It is registering that you were a Thegas ranked operative.
That is correct.
How did you achieve successful transferal of the staff?
I picked it up. I tapped it to my holster.
What is your directive?
To find as much temporate as I can.
This directive will continue to serve Thegas. Amass temporite. When enough has been amassed, return it to the staff. The Hourglass Court will then see to your return.
Thank you.
The green fades. since we're on you, did you go? Did you follow?
No.
You had that conversation in peace. Nobody saw. Nobody heard. What else would you like to do during the 6-hour stint? Anything in particular?
Yeah. I'll probably, once I've done that, I'll probably go back and find... So, just for you're driving, JB.
I mean, it's a train.
We could be anywhere for 6 hours.
The train is on and forward.
You probably
Drives
just need
itself.
to like check in every couple hours to make sure things are like you're on the right track switches and whatnot, but you're pretty fine.
Yeah. Isn't it?
Yeah.
This is we're like at the end of the line.
Yeah, you're
There's no
cooking.
other.
There's nowhere else to go.
Yeah. By the way, I wrote it at the top of the episode as like my little like name for the session, and I do think it should be the name of the episode. End of the line.
Oh.
And
Okay.
I've been sitting here and I'm just like, wow, that continues to get more and more
Spicier and
apt.
spicier. Bubbles? If you don't have anything at the moment, I can loop back to you.
No. I would probably go and try and find my group and just see.
Yeah, I mean they're all in the engine room.
We're just all sitting in the engine
Or in the
room on
cafe
a
car.
breakfast club.
Is it just the 5 of us, or
Well,
is
you're
it
gonna pass through everybody else.
in the room where they are? Is it just the 5 of us?
Who else would be there?
The other people that we brought up, are they all in the?
So they're in. These two are in the cafe
they're in
car
this one.
for the most part.
God, it's always-
These two were in the engine room. Everybody else is in the car with the 2 solarborn armors sitting there.
Can I nap?
You have to pass through everybody else to get to your people.
Okay.
As you pass through everybody else, the dragonborn is going to pipe up. Excuse me. What's the word? Arctic submersible bird.
What's that?
You do speak.
So do you.
Well. Yes, I do. What's your name?
Bubbles.
And do you mind if I write some things down?
Sure. I'm in the middle. I've got to go talk.
No, I just the briefest bit of interpersonal reporting. Who? Why? How?
Is this Volo?
Essentially.
This is Volo. Because if not
next time.
When?
This guy.
Well, because I'm mostly concerned with the fact that you are a penguin who is speaking.
Sure.
That's a first for me. I've been all over and I haven't seen a penguin that can speak. So, enlighten me. I'd like to feature you in the article. I'm going to write a bang-up article about this whole thing. And I'd like to make sure I document the people who are saving the train. You're responsible for the reason. The only reason we are alive and moving is because of the group of you.
You know, I don't consent to be written about.
But you'd be internationally known.
and I don't want to be.
You don't.
But I respect what you do so much.
Clearly not. Clearly not. Is the cafeteria still open? I would much like a coffee. And he strolls into the conference.
Sure.
Excuse me. Any warm beverages?
Am I still here?
Yeah, you guys are just sitting there eating fucking cheese.
I did not give you permission to perceive me.
Perceiving is what I do.
Hold up,
Yes, that doesn't. Regardless of whether or not you would like to be perceived, I would very much like a hot coffee. Yes. I think we all could use one. You look tired.
You're more than welcome to make it yourself.
Don't mind if I. And he just like dives.
Okay. Snow goes into the engine room.
Yeah. He makes. I just want to make this clear. He destroys the cafe car. He has never done an ounce of service work in his life, and he just like. There's coffee grounds everywhere. It's like just a basic drip coffee thing, and he just bungles it. Eventually gets like sludgy bean water. Ooh, delightful peasant coffee, and goes back into the Baroque.
It's not nice to tell someone she looks tired. Snow is the most beautiful young woman in the world. And I go to the gym room.
You don't think so? Okay. Probably at the re-arrival of everyone, I'll just
I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna find a place to chill.
Hey,
I was gonna
sugar,
say,
you're not going anywhere.
As I enter, I say, oh, please don't leave.
Sit back down. A call, you said?
Yes.
Another friend of yours?
No, not a friend. More a colleague.
One of the other penguins from where you grew up?
Or is it from where that guy was, who you clearly knew?
Yes, that was a friend.
Well, we're all here, and I said that I'd save his life if you told us who he was to you.
Cool. Is there a perch on which I can speak in this room?
Do you like?
Are you in the engine room?
Yeah.
You can sit on the control panel, or on the bank that the control panel is on.
The dash.
I can mage hand
The
the
dash.
platform.
Like the fucking.
Yeah.
You can what?
I can just make a little. You can stand on a mage hand if you want.
Mage
that.
hand is goopy.
My mage hand is
No,
goopy?
the mage hand has changed in form.
I don't like that.
You project it for.
Yeah, because last time I did.
It's now this like transparent, sort of stretched white grey hand with long, spindly fingers that bleed to black at the top.
That's horrifying. I'm not gonna sit on that. Gonna go just up here. Someone put
Do
me.
you need a hand?
Yes, please.
Can I pick you up?
Sure.
I'm sorry about earlier.
It's okay.
Pick you up.
It's just good to be where I can see everyone.
Are you even a penguin?
Yes, I'm a penguin.
Were you always a penguin?
Mm-hmm.
Who's that guy?
Insight check.
How did you know him? Why were you so sad when Aelys killed him?
For sure,
As far
also
as you're
penguin. Why was I sad? Because it was a friend of mine.
Yeah, but why?
Are you not sad when your friends die?
But
like-
okay,
That's not.
you told us
You're skirting
that
the question.
you were in a penguin community, and somehow you became talking penguin. We can tap dance around this all day.
Hold on.
I know how much penguins
Hold
like
on.
to dance. I've seen the movie.
You're gonna see Bubbles will take off his goggles. Bubbles will take off his goggles, and he will take off his little bomber hat he has on.
See your face.
And he takes it off and he puts both of them next to him. You see his little ears. You see, just looks like a normal penguin.
Ears?
Or holes. They have little
Ear
ear
holes.
holes. Yeah.
Okay.
I am trusting all of you in something that I was not ready to reveal at this juncture, but I feel as if it is imperative to us going forward that I explain some things in my life. And you see Bubbles will close his eyes, and as he opens his eyes, there's just almost a shimmer of a different penguin. There's no difference in it, but if you look in his eyes, there's a difference in. My name is Thegus Salt.
Could you spell that for me?
Theagus? No.
Yep.
I can't fucking spell.
Yep, that's right.
Salt.
Salt. Okay.
Capital S, capital O, capital T.
Okay.
And I am here by a order of the group that I work with, to SOT for the chat, not SOLT. I am here to obtain pieces of an object called temporite. Do any of you know what that is?
You don't have to roll.
No. Yeah.
No.
Well, it is a deep magical essence put inside of a normally rock that can give power to those who use it, mostly in the essence of time. I am a chronology wizard. I study time. It means that I understand it and wield it in a way that has not been used by the people that I have met here. I also dabbled in graviturgy, which you, dear Aelys, astutely saw when we first met. I apologize for having to keep myself hidden in the way that I have. And to the four of you, I would like to continue outside of this room to be the bubbles that you know. It is but an Aelys, not you. Spelled differently.
Aelys.
And I do it for the sots and for my people to not always have to keep. You know, I haven't normally had to tell people who I am, and we normally go about in our ways to, let's just say, Nostrum's name isn't Nostrum. And Nostrum is someone that I worked with and has now died, and the call that I had to run to was someone that I work with, asking why the ownership of the staff was changed. And I tap the staff and you see the hourglass. This is a shard of temporite. Deeply important to what I study. It's the understanding of time and the understanding of how to manipulate it and how to enforce it in the good and bad around us. Sots. Seekers of time.
What's your goal then?
Collect as much of it as I can, and then leave.
What do they intend to do with this temple, right?
Magical thing, really. Sots are meant to change time for good. We go about into different places and understand what can be helped by just a twinge of a different outline or a different idea into the original that might not have worked.
Are you from now?
Yes and no. Not from here.
Here is in the Prime.
Here's in here. Not from here. Not from this world. That's what I was asking.
Okay,
Well-
so where are you from then?
Do penguins speak in your world?
I was given the ability to speak from Sots.
Okay.
Okay, so where are you from then?
I could tell you, but I doubt you'll know where it is.
Well, tell us anyway.
I'm from a world called Mobio.
Okay.
Do you know where that is?
No.
I didn't think so.
But it's rude to assume.
No.
Sounds like a shithole.
I do apologize. I know as if that I have, it is felt that I have, not felt, I have. I've lied to all of you about who I am and what my intentions are, but it is difficult to see one's comrade die in that way, and it's not nice to have not a proper burial for sorts.
Well, he didn't die. He's fine. Probably. He's more fine than he was before.
Time is not on his side.
We could have gone back and got him. Shrugs.
Is it wise?
Bury the boy.
Is what wise?
To gather all the temporite and be able to affect time?
Sure.
Do you intend on manipulating the threads of this world?
No. Not unless I have to. I was not meant to come here.
So why are you here then?
I was thrown here, shunted, if you will.
Oh boy.
I get the feeling.
I didn't want to. Although it's a lovely place.
Where were you originally supposed to go then?
Don't know. I was not told. You are not told where you're meant to go, you are just sent there. And the goal is mostly the same, unless given otherwise by people of the court.
What court?
The Hourglass Court.
That's a fancy name.
Yes. They're all, you know. Yeah, they're all very fancy in their titles. I, you know, was given the opportunity to study and understand magic, and I fell in love with it. I did not mean to, I don't and did not mean to harm anyone.
I'm bad with maps. I don't have to use them when traveling. How far away is Mobius?
Mobio. Mobius.
How far away is that?
I don't know, Squill.
You don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
About Kyle answering, I don't think that's the right question.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. Bless you.
Okay, well you're here now.
Yes?
Why did you have to pretend to be somebody else? Somebody looking for you?
Probably.
Probably.
Wow, you have a lovely group you're working with, so. I'm just saying.
I could be really mean right now, but I'm choosing to rise above.
I'm proud of you.
Anyway.
Do you have any other questions?
Where will you find it? Do you know where to find it?
Where? That's what these are for.
Oh, that's why you were so disheartened when they were taken from you.
Have you ever been put into a land where you don't know where you are, and the only way to get back is the things that you need?
Actually, yes.
It's kind of exactly what I'm doing right now.
Where?
I'm
Then
just
you-
kidding, no.
Oh, well then you...
I was trying to make a joke. We're going to get to that.
Well, then you understand when your device that tells you how to get those things is destroyed or taken, it's heart-wrenching.
So you see temporite through your goggles?
I do. Now I do. I didn't originally. When I was shunted here, it was broken. That's why I was so invested in trying to figure it out.
Do you see other things too?
Well, whatever that god was, although I don't have a good feeling about what I decided to.
You mean Stella?
No, not yours. The creepy one that we all talked to.
Oh, my table mate.
Do we know their name?
Hey, introduce himself.
Halifax. We
yeah.
know Halifax.
They
And
gave that to
introduced
you
sir?
once. I think the first time.
Halifax. Took my goggles and made them quite powerful, but
He was just a guy.
But is Halifax mentioned in any of the histories we would have learned?
He's just a guy?
Halifax? You could roll me a steep religion check.
Let's steep it up. That's a crit fail, baby.
You rolled a... Oh, I thought you rolled a d8.
Not that you would... the name Halifax doesn't ring any bells. There are aberrant divinities that have passing fearful mentions in script, but nothing crazy.
I don't think you can claim it's just a guy when the guy appeared out of nowhere twice, stopped time, and then vanished.
That's not a guy.
Wait, you made a deal with him thinking he was just a guy?
And then that guy...
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I know more things about Halifax from finding those books or no?
You could roll me an intelligence saving throw.
I didn't like your laugh. I didn't like your laugh.
The cloak is
Intelligence
also
saving,
giving
intelligence
it.
saving.
Oh. That's an 8, baby.
An 8. Your boss has spoken in passing of allies.
Mm-hmm.
People or entities that are working to the same end. Name Halifax doesn't do anything, but you have, from things you've been able to cross-reference, the one ally that you can't place is the comet worm.
Can't place.
That's the one you haven't been able to track with like other records or cross-references.
Comet worm?
The comet worm.
Came from the sky, from space.
I assume worm is with Y.
It's only with a Y. Fucking no.
Whoa. Okay.
Regardless, Halifax gave me these goggles, and I have a feeling that it probably isn't the best deal I've ever made, because I do have a deep feeling that it just wasn't smart. However, I was a little desperate, and you know, we make our decisions.
Well, thank you for sharing.
All I ask is you do not toy with this world and its time. At least not on a grand scale.
Yeah.
And don't stop looking at me with the goggles on.
What is your arm? It's from a different iteration. The tattoo on your arm is not from here.
Are the goggles on?
Yeah.
No, you said you took them off.
I'll put them back on.
No, I just asked you not to look at me with the goggles on. It makes me uncomfortable.
Well, I'll tell you previous.
Consent, Bubbles, if that is your real name.
My name is Thegus.
What would you like
I
us to
forgot
call
you? Hey, you threw a lot of shit at us
That's
right
true.
now.
That's fair.
And I forgot, okay?
Your...
It just said it makes me uncomfortable.
I apologize. I was just intrigued at your...
It's private.
I think we all have private things.
Wait, could you get... Never mind. I'll ask you
Could
later.
I what?
Nothing. I'll ask you later.
Speaking of private things.
I still, before we move on...
Can I say one
just
thing
want
before we move on from
Yes.
Out of this room, I am Bubbles.
I was going to still call you Bubbles.
Please. I don't want to deal with having to explain to people.
Can I call you Thiggy?
You can call me T.
Thuggles?
You can call me TS. Thegus Sot.
I think I'll stick with Bubbles, but thank you very much.
Thuggles.
I just...
I have to spoken.
I have to be careful.
Hey, yo, it's Bub.
I never know Sots are
that little
known through time, and it's dangerous to go to other worlds. You never know. It was very surprising to see that. Oh, also, sorry. That Nostrum's name is Thegus as well. A little confusing, I apologize. We're all named similar things. It's more of a moniker, less of a name. Your name is stripped from you when you are joined.
Good. That is always
And
a
you
sign
will
of a
accuse
great.
me of being culty. Are you hearing this?
We need to
We
talk about
do.
this.
We do not have time.
I don't
to get into the cult. You are fine.
I'm just saying, hello, pot.
I also-
Meet kettle.
I agree with all of this. Sounds very culty. But I just want to ask,
cult.
Has any of the words you've said as bubbles been true to you, Thegus?
No.
Understood.
I am not from here. I did not have a family in the north. I have never met orcs. I've only been in this world for about your time, 2 months.
Aelys will remember that.
Again, I'm not from here. And frankly, as I need to leave.
Are you gonna keep lying to us?
No.
Cool.
What do you swear on?
I don't believe in gods.
There's lots more you can swear on. What's important to you?
Time.
Swear on that.
It's difficult to. It keeps moving.
Try.
You just speak that you will do something, and then you do it. But the swearing is more of a in the mind thing. It's not real.
You don't have to.
It's real,
But
but it's more of a metaphysical. That's
I-
the biggest word I've ever used in my life.
it was really good.
Good for you. I won't. I'm not going to swear on anything, but I would tell you that I won't lie to you anymore. I do believe you can help me, so I don't see a reason to.
If you don't swear, she's gonna get upset.
I swear.
You didn't say you wouldn't meddle with this time. This reality, on the prime, on a grand scale. Can you promise that you and your court won't interfere with that?
No. And that's not up to me, frankly. You'd like to speak to the court. Be my guest.
Or are you like assistant level 2? 'Cause it sucks.
Let's just say this. You know that the Nostrum is named Thegus. All elves are named Thegus.
You're not an elf.
You're telling me
What are you trying to say?
that I'm the only other species that's ever been named Thegus.
Okay. And?
It's cool to be a first.
No, it's not cool.
It's not cool.
dictated.
Never mind. Retract.
I don't know what it fully means, but I was chosen. Regardless, doesn't matter.
The job was forced upon you.
No,
I don't understand.
I know it's confusing. I apologize. It's a lot.
We're gonna work on you getting to swear on time that you won't change the time of this world.
Can't do that.
Can't do that yet.
She's
True.
Very persistent.
Sorry, Aelys.
I ask, is there anything more the group wishes to discuss here while you're all gathered? Please.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to take a
Princess
nap.
Aelys.
I prefer you not call me that.
what? I know we've been over this.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Relatively, yes.
What is your stance on what has happened?
From what Bubbles, what Thegus tells me,
What's up?
I was killed I was saved, and in doing so, a lot of people died.
The thing inside of you killed them.
Yes.
Okay. And how do you feel about that? Because I understand that obviously you're not the type of person that goes out of their way to kill an entire train. I'm not accusing you of that, of course. Sorry, Lenore, you're just going to have to catch up as we go. But
it's all right.
That the thing that is inside of you is dangerous and clearly not under your control.
Yet.
What? So what you're saying is that from today, you feel about it as, oh, I can't control it yet.
Yes, evidently.
Shucks.
It kept some... It didn't kill all of you. Therefore, it is not mindless. It isn't a senseless evil.
I don't care about whether or not it's evil. It is dangerous.
Yes, very much so.
And it does. I'm concerned that you are too absorbed in your quest to see how terrible it is that that thing is in existence and how you don't need it.
Whether or not I need it doesn't matter anymore. It's been saddled to me, and it is mine to bear. I have to make do with that. So I'd rather control it and prevent this from happening again than say, never mind, let's forget it. And every time I fall, another 20, 30 people killed.
So you gathered from what I was saying that I was suggesting we just forget it?
What other option is there?
You need to get it the fuck out. What? It's fucking hell.
There is no one else who can bear it, and it alone, I can't let it be alone.
Can you kill it?
No.
Why not?
It is a part of a whole left from someone far more powerful than any of us.
Are you sure it's not using you?
I'm sure it is, but it needs me, and I need it.
I don't know if the second part is true.
Evidently, at the moment, it is. I've made the decision that was forced upon me, and at the time it wasn't forced. I thought it would be something different. But now, it's not something I can get rid of. But that is what I'm searching for. Because I don't truly understand it, and I'm looking to understand it.
But here's what I'm saying. If, let's say with these, the train switches, hypothetically, if one of these switches were switched, it's gone forever.
Do
Would
I get
you pull
what,
it?
Do I get what I lost back?
What does that even mean?
The person I was, do I be them again? Or am I now, as I am, without it?
As whatever you choose to make yourself moving forward.
Let me reframe my question. Do I get my magic back if I pull that switch?
From what I've gathered,
sure.
Then yes.
No.
No.
Okay. That is...
from what I've gathered from what Aelys has said, it seems as if Aelys was, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't mean to speak for you, but it seems as if you were extremely powerful in the art of arcane, and it was taken from you.
What happened?
People get shit taken from them all the time.
Yes, but it was... The Zilirian is gifted to one of my bloodline best inclined to hold it. And in my case, I was born with extraordinary gifts.
Yeah, you told us this.
Yes, I know, and that's the reason I was given it, because I could bear it.
But you couldn't.
Clearly not, exactly.
Okay.
When you got the Zilirian, is
Yes.
that when you lost your magic?
Yes.
It
So
just
if
went
you-
away.
So if you got rid of it, wouldn't you then regain your magic?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know.
And that's what I am looking for, yes.
That would make a lot of sense. I don't know why I looked at the wall just now. It's a very expressive wall.
There have been wielders of the Zilirian in the past. Each of them are affected differently. The first wrote a book, understanding what it is, trying to explain what it is. It is lost. I am searching for it. That will grant me understanding to either A, control it, or somehow destroy it permanently. I don't know. But all I do know, it is the burden of the Varans to handle it.
So we found the book.
Thank you.
That is a... Thank you for explaining. That is the... I'm trying to land on a reason that is not just your self-absorption.
That is there too.
And that is in everyone. I'm not saying that this is not. I'm just saying that I cannot, in good conscience, help you if you're not going to try and at least not do this again.
Not kill 25 people, because I'm gathering that the thing in Aelys killed the 25 people, not Sentinel.
Yes.
So no. I misspoke earlier.
None of this would have happened if Sentinel hadn't have attacked us.
What a takeaway.
Oh.
What
So
a takeaway.
The DM.
you have an actual demon inside you?
I don't think we should, in a sense, I suppose. But at the end of the day, I do not trust you. I asked her if she did. She said yes, and you ran.
I didn't run. I was taken. It's really rude to victim blame someone who's forcibly moved locations multiple times a day.
Do you trust her?
I want to.
That is not good enough.
I don't have a demon inside of me.
Correct.
But
I don't necessarily ask for your trust.
oh, it's not there to give.
That's fair enough.
But while I think maybe it would be safer for all of us if you would do this quest by yourself, since you have decided to
can't.
travel with my sister.
God has told me that I must help Aelys, and so I will help Aelys.
I know that you will.
I believe she was still saying or something.
And that's why I'm saying, since you were traveling with my sister and she would like to travel with you, it's good to share what is going on so that you have strong people around you, strong in all ways, to prevent what just happened from happening. And I wasn't here, I did not see it.
As
But-
far as I am aware, as long as if this sort of thing ever were to happen again, because I don't understand it, I don't know what happened. What I do feel is that I can ensure each of you are safe.
Does that extend to me? You didn't look at me.
You weren't there when it happened, so
That's
I don't know.
And you have not said...
However, you are Elvan.
Okay.
That seemed to be a commonality with the survivors.
Oh shit.
Does that mean that
Ew.
what you Does that mean it killed everything but us and Elven?
I think so.
That's messed up.
So, I'm just wondering about this Sentinel thing. You know, we're gonna go back. Sentinel's responsible. Sentinel's linked to the Copper Legion, and is the Copper Legion part of the coalition, or is the Copper Legion its own entity?
I don't know.
Because it's not Elven, which is probably good in this case, because this could start a war.
Oh my god.
Tensions were high in Sulavara.
It is very interesting, this world's both fascination and distaste of Elven. It is not like that in other places.
I'm sure you have your problems. They're just different problems.
True.
Somewhere a city floats.
So we're gonna blame the whole incident on Sentinel?
We're not blaming anyone. They're responsible.
Do
They
you
jumped us.
Right. They were the start of the dominoes falling. Is that what you're trying to say?
They almost killed JB. They almost killed me. They killed Aelys. And they, as a result, a lot of other people had to die to make it stop.
I wasn't there, so I'm gonna have to take your word for it. Thank you for catching me up.
So Nova, answer me honestly, do you really believe that?
Believe what?
That they are responsible?
I don't think you're responsible. I don't think you can control what's inside you yet, and we need to figure out how to do that.
And it sounds like you have really great comrades to keep you safe and from hurting others while you figure out your shit. And I could be one of those people, even if you don't trust me.
I think I need to talk to my god.
Can we all talk?
You know, I would be. Look, I don't want to dissuade you from your religion. I just know that I work with people, and I have seen a lot of time, and throughout it, gods don't do a tremendous amount of anything that isn't for themselves.
Well, still is different. But I'm just saying, I think I haven't asked the right questions lately. I need to ask her some more questions about what's going on.
Do you not feel comfortable doing that in front of all of us?
I mean, I could, but I don't think she's comfortable with it. She doesn't know you as well. Well, she knows Lenore, but Lenore kind of blasphemed, so...
I blasphemed? In front of her?
Yeah. You got excommunicated.
Stella was there for that?
Yeah. Stella is God.
Oh, I feel
I
like
understand.
This is something we'll have to work on a much larger
Since
timescale.
she's so important to you, I'd love to meet her at some point, but obviously only when she's comfortable. I respect your space.
Do you mind asking just a technical question? Technical? Technical.
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 Tentacle?
Technical.
Oh, sorry. I'm getting used to your new accent.
That's
your
fine.
old accent.
I can speak his bubbles. I thought it might be. Sorry. If you say that your god is the only god, do you? How? And your magic is derived from where?
One of the gods of the lot. They're all siblings. They probably just like to,
By that logic, then there are more than one, correct?
Well, she's welcome to believe that, but those gods left.
But they're still gods. They're still gods.
They left. They're gone.
That doesn't erase their godhood.
But I'm saying Stella is the true god.
Hold on. Just back it up. Just a quick question. Regardless of what your feelings are with Stella, I don't, from all my understanding of magic, a god leaving would mean that our comrade here, Lenore, would not have power.
Ugh, that'd be fine.
Which does imply that, sorry, at least your sister is under the, I guess potentially the same idea as you, to a different god.
Well, that's why I need to talk to Stella, because I think maybe if the bad gods are coming back, then we're at a tougher point than we thought we were, and we need to move faster.
It might be more of a PR problem.
Do you think she'd talk if I was with you? If you say she wants to help?
Maybe.
Then
I don't know.
I will try my best to act as our impartial third party in that conversation.
Impartiality.
The thing that Aelys totally has.
Yeah, I was like, you impartial?
Okay. What are our thoughts for the remainder of the train ride? Anything? Is there any like immediate action that anyone wants to take? I'm happy to maybe do a little fun like text-based thing over the week in case there's anything that anybody's doing individually. But if there's any last moments of conversing to be had, now would be the time to air that.
I wanted to sleep. How many hours are left? Can I get a rest?
I'm gonna say you probably have by this point, like let's call it anywhere between 4. Yeah, let's call it like 4.
Do we need a full 8 or do we need 4? I don't remember.
Full 8.
Full 8 for a long hours for sure.
Well, just enjoy the warmth of the engine room and ask JB for a cigarette.
I'm gonna at some point roll out to one of the empty little first class things and just chill and try and have a convo, but we can do that.
Go ahead.
No, because time is gonna pass when I speak.
I saw you had a question.
Oh, fleeting thought. I don't think it's a good idea, but if I'm having a bad day, I'll ask you about it.
If you have a moment at some point, doesn't need to be now. I'm very intrigued at where you're. And that book. And I kind of saddle up next to you, and the book is also not from here.
Well, they're from the gods, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
it goes in.
up
Yeah.
there.
I'm gathering that now from my understanding and research.
But I think there's a lot more things that aren't from here that are here. There's a lot more gods. I think she'll figure it out over time. I wouldn't worry about it.
She's quite stubborn.
Yeah. Can't imagine how long it took her to go to bed when she was a kid.
The camera pans upwards through the roof of the train. The hours pass uneventfully, thankfully. And when the train emerges from 2 hours in a tunnel at the back end of the journey, you slow it to a gradual halt as it pivots slightly and slowly to the right as it enters the confines of the small but well-kept marble building of the Ministry train station in Faleeria. The sun is beginning to rise, glittering dawn light across the brilliant lapis sea. And as the train slowly grinds its way to a halt, and because I can't help myself, you look out the window of the engine room, or the first class cabin, wherever you have found yourself to find some rest at the end of this journey. You peer out, look on the sort of deep brown stones of the platform of the single platform, or the platform pavement that's at the single platform here at the station. Only a handful of people scattering around, some ministry attendants here to attend to the train itself, a few people clearly attempting to board this train once the doors open, but there are two individuals who stick out like sore thumbs. One, on the far left of your field, is a large, gregarious hippopotamus in his burnt umber morning toga, pacing sort of nervously back and forth, looking up the train, waiting to see you disembark. And probably, whenever one of you comes through the doors, is elated, and then notices the wreckage of the train. The other figure, clearly attempting to be conspicuous, or inconspicuous rather, across on the right side of your field of vision, on the other side of the platform, is a small figure. Bundled up, cloaked like this, waiting there.
Height of Bubbles or smaller?
Of small stature, but taller than Bubbles.
Dwarven in height?
It's hard to tell in a cloak. They could be dwarven, they could be gnomish, they could be halfling, they could be...
Just a short king.
A short king. And they are very well bundled.
Respect.
But you can notice that as the train pulls in, they are very erratic. You can sort of see them glancing around, see the hood kind of glancing around. And whenever one of you opens that door, they bolt into town. And at this cloaked figure dashing out of the rail station and disappearing into the confines of a waking Faleeria, that is where we will pick up next session.
But it's not even 11.
But I get to be here the whole time.
It's only a 4-hour session and not a 6-hour session.
We'll end the session early.
Thank you guys. This was a much nuttier session than I was prepared for. But it's gonna be a great one next time. We're gonna pick up, I think, with a little debriefing and a fat nap at the start of the next session.
I did take a short rest. And
all of you can access short rests, probably 4 of them on the train.
Oh. Unless we leveled up, and then we wouldn't need to rest.
I seem to remember the bargain being, if no harm came to the innocent civilians on the train, the party would level up. Right?
Do you feel you deserve
I distinctly remember saying that to the group. Somebody made a level up worthy sacrifice. The rest of you, you've got a little more work to do.
Congrats on surviving.
You've made it to the merger. Oops. Great playing again. That was an easy 45 minutes of this one. I'm just sitting here sequence. Let's go pillage the village. Let's go raid somebody. Thank you guys for sticking around. Hit up the Discord if you haven't already. Lots of fun chats going on over there. Lots of phenomenal art being shared. Anna the Owl is the MVP of the week. Some crazy fan art. So hit up our Discord, and we'll see you in a week.
Bye.
Hump day. Bye.